Welcome, everybody. We're here to day 2 of Skiesti's Ride of the Valkyries tournament. My name is Jeff. I am here with my very dear friend, the yellow beam to my blue beam, the one and only Chef Billy. Hearts in chat for Chef Billy.
Hearts to you.
We've had a good day. Yeah, we've had a good weekend so far. I mean, we're just getting started on day 2 here, my friend.
I know we got some good stuff going on today, but let's take a look at our standings for where we're standing so far. Top 8 get through to the next weekend, where everything changes and we get a lot more serious, but it's still gonna be a lot of fun. Looking down the divisions here: Celestial, Ethereal, Valkyrie, and Divine. Low to high there. High ground, Mercy, Overwatch, battling right now to see who's going to get that last transfer spot in the Celestial division. Ethereal, Team Aquatic, and USCB. Cool Cats Collective. I'm highlighting the bubble teams right now, Jeff. And Rad Rockets, that's Paulette's team, BT Dubs. Against Outliers Esports that we saw yesterday on stream, taking on Gilbert's Family. And then we're looking at the Divine Vision, where we have not had a chance to look in as of yet. But today, for our third match, we're definitely going to get a chance to see them today.
Yeah, we finally got to look at our T1, T2 division, the highest division we have here. And I mean, there's a lot of familiar names there in that division. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. First things first, we're heading into the Diamond division here for round number 4. Is the A gang will be taking on the FawxHole Ferrets.
I want to go,
gang. Gang.
But we'll go A, multiple. And the FawxHole Ferrets, first of all, ferrets are cute and adorable, and I want one badly, but I'm not allowed to have one right now because the husband said no. But they're still absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to take a look at these two teams as they come out for us today. We're going to have a starting map pool. We have it set for all 3 games today. And we are going to start out on Lijiang Tower for the first map of the day.
I'm still stuck on the fact that your husband won't let you get a ferret. Can we get a petition out there, friends? Let's get a petition for Billy so that he can get a ferret. I mean, they are cute. Foxes are cute too. Like, maybe you should just get one of each. I don't know, but
I want a raccoon. I want an otter. And I want a bear cat.
Have you seen a bear cat? Bear cats are like the strangest creatures. I love them. They're adorable. Anyway, speaking of adorable, let's get back talking about this tournament here. In case you're not familiar, this is a Mercy only. Well, Mercy is required on every single team, every single composition, every single map. Hence, Ride of the Valkyries. This is the only Mercy-centric tournament in the sphere. We are still in first to 2 here in our Swiss stage, and then competing to get into our elusive double Elium bracket going on next weekend. So every game matters here as we zoom in here for this first match of the day.
You know what? Zoom in there, cool. Let's take a bigger step out and talk about the community involvement so far.
Okay.
The tweets, the clips on Twitch. I was going through and just laughing my butt off last night at some of these clips, listening to some of the comms, looking at some of the pregame rituals across the divisions. Like, there's one where I think it was Bunny Moni was off doing something AFK, doing something in chat, and 2 Lucios and a Wrecking Ball were just having a jam party in the training room, like on one of these inaccessible ledges. I was happy about that. Make sure that you are putting the hashtag ROTV in all of your tweets so we get a little bit more engagement here for this tournament, because it has been so much fun so far. And we want to see all the crazy moments, all the funny moments, and we are indeed just getting started. We're only on day 2 of 4, friends. Lots more action coming your way. But yeah, I mean, with that said, let's go and take a look at our rosters here. We're gonna bring up the 5A gang roster first and see our gamers that'll be taken to the battlefield today. Billy, what do we got? I mean, a very, very interesting spelling of toxic. There in the DPS, and Steve-O Pastel Night. Pastel Night. There we go. Pastel Night. Yep. That's a wonderful name for her. Swolsey and Yukio. Oh, Swolsey. I have not heard that one so far. That's a wonderful term of endearment for a swole.
We've had some fantastic Mercy names, and Swolsey is right up there at the top of the list.
Oh, I can't wait. I cannot wait to see how this goes down. If they are the swollest of the Mercies on the field today, we'll see if that is going to be the case or not. As we go ahead and take a look at the FawxHole Ferrets up next. Do they have any interesting names up in line for us? I'm not exactly sure if they have.
Is there anybody that can compete with the name Girthy Reyes? I think that is the bar. That is the bar that has been set for Mercy names today. So that's what we're looking to beat. Swolsey's close. Swolsey's right up there.
But Girthy Reyes is better.
Girthy Reyes is still the name to beat. 100%, no doubt.
Oh, another little programming note for us. We're not going to have the spicy res of the day. We're just going to call out the spiciest of reses and give them all the love and attention they deserve on their own merit. So if you hear me with one of my normal squeaks, because they went in there and had an absolutely bonkers res, I'm going to lose my crap, and that's all there is to it.
It would be a certified, boom, spicy res.
Good God. Okay. The dad jokes and the dad memories has started. It is a
and it will not stop anytime soon, Billy. Don't you worry. Let's look at the FawxHole Ferrets. We're gonna have okay. They have done a lot of fun stuff with their heroes here. Obi listed as the tank, but, likes to play a ton of Genji, apparently. Silos listed as the DPS, but likes to play a bunch of Junker Queen. I don't know what to expect from this team. Norton Gannington listed DPS, but has Ada. Man, this team is having fun, and I'm all about it. I can't wait to see them in action.
I'm ready for it. I mean, Lex the Forehead. That is a great name. I hope that they are the Mercy player and they have something with a helmet on, so kind of Hermione Granger's the whole forehead there, because I mean we need to see that. I need to see full forehead action going on with this. So I mean, we got good names here. Fox is a great name as well. That obviously the team's
hence the FawxHole, the FawxHole Ferrets. Yeah, Fox would be the captain of this squad. Now it is a little bit blasphemous here right at Valkyries to not have a Mercy displayed on your team. I don't care if you make your tank player the Mercy. Like, somebody should be listed as their favorite hero being Mercy at all times. One of these teams is actually going to do it right, and everyone's going to have Mercy listed as their favorite hero. One team is really going to just nail the assignment, and we're going to see 5 Mercies appear on the screen.
I can't wait. This is going to be so much fun. Yeah, we haven't had that yet. We had 5 Moras yesterday. And
we had 5 Moras, but not 5 Mercies. Come on now.
No, somebody's got to do it.
I'm waiting for it.
Somebody's got to do it.
Well, hey, you know what? Well, I think while we're waiting for this first match to kick off, it'd be the perfect time to shout out Skiesti and just give a huge love and appreciation for putting on this wonderful event. I mean, y'all can't imagine the amount of blood, sweat, tears, hard work, and just financial backing it takes to put something like this on. And Skiesti, just huge appreciation. Thank you so much, Ski, for this event. This is amazing, and I'm just chomping at the bit to get day 2 started here.
Well, we are going to be highlighting a lot of Mercy play today. I just want everybody to know that. We did it yesterday. We're going to do it again today. Cannot wait. Lijiang Tower is going to be our first map of the day. It is a 1st to 2 still. So we're going to be looking forward to seeing some early aggressive action. Maybe a certified spicy res. I don't know.
Fingers crossed.
But all I care about right now is getting all these players their limelight. They deserve it. They need it. We need to see more of this for our community. We were talking about this yesterday, how much this means to the community. It means a lot to us as casters as well to bring this to you and be a part of this. It makes us feel so much more connected to all of you out there. We love you. Keep shouting us out. We go back and watch these after we're done, after we let our voices cool down. We go back and watch these, and seeing the love in chat for everybody. Mwah! Chef's kiss from me.
Yeah, pull back the curtain there a little bit. Oh. I might have gotten a little laggy there for a moment. Sorry, friends, but I think we're back. Let's see. We did already mention here it is 1st to 2 through our Swiss stage, and it is an actual Swiss stage, so teams will be matched up against other teams that have even records with them. It's not, the team doesn't play every other team in their division. You match up against a team that has the same record as you, and so you continue to kind of whittle out the strongest teams from the rest of the pack, those that will move on into our double elim bracket next weekend. So just a little bit of how our bracket is working here today. And then, of course, loser pick here through the rest of this 1st to 2 series. First map was pre-selected, so no advantage there. I mean, there's not really a high seed going on, right? So it'd be difficult to give one team that advantage. So first map has been pre-selected. Loser pick through the rest of the series. think we're just about ready to kick this thing off.
Yep, we're just about ready. We'll get there too. We'll have a lot of fun going throughout the day, and this is where it all comes down to the end of the road for some of these teams. I mean, top 8 get through. So if you're sitting at 2-1 right now, depending on where you're at in the standings, you're going to be fighting for your tournament life here. And well, we'll see this right now as we get into our first game of the second day, Jeff. Lijiang Tower is going to be where the two teams meet battle. And I cannot wait to see what kind of composition we're going to see. How do we utilize the Mercy to the best advantage?
I'm anxious just to see who plays the Mercy on some of these squads. FawxHole Esports, we'll see. We'll see who's going to end up coming out on the all-important hero, the centric hero here for this tournament. I'm curious to see our strategies as well. We saw a little bit of both yesterday, Billy. We saw a little bit of using Mercy kind of in a more traditional composition that you might see a Mercy in. We also saw Mercy used in very anti-traditional ways.
I like it. I like it. We saw some real interesting usage. Like I think the biggest one for me was Girthy Ray as damage boosting the poke from their Genji. Pharmacy, I think it was Pharmacy. Yeah, that was who it was. Really, they really took it by the bit and just had some interesting looks coming out. So don't see a Mercy as of yet. And well,
it's just to get out of spawn.
Just to get out of spawn. We'll see what Fox is going to do here. It's going to be Lex Forehead. Yep. So we do got the one I wanted onto the Mercy as they approach the point.
There's a quick teleport for both teams and just a big old brawl here for first control. One where 5A Gang have come out on top. Oh, man. Pastel Knight just battered through half the team single-handedly.
Obi is not quite done yet.
No, Obi still wants to fight.
Yep. Took a dive off the side to not defeat any more old charge over there. So finally, we're going to get the capture percentage going here, Jeff. And, I mean, we're going to be looking at these two Ramatras, seeing how they get damage boosted, because we saw that Pastel Knight had that blue beam on them and really helped them secure those early frags. So we'll see now some changes coming from FawxHole Ferrets. Double hit scan look here. So blue beam absolutely for one of those two players.
The extra damage boost also put Pastel Knight up a bit in the ult charge. A lot closer to that annihilation here for the second team fight. FawxHole Ferrets push from the outside, and Swolesey gets picked off. Silo's doing a wonderful job of finding Swolesey before they're able to get back out of cover. 5A Gang gonna have to do this without their Mercy. Pastel Knight just seems doesn't seem dissuaded at all. Push forward to pick up Silos. Now just falling back to the point. Oh, and Lex the Forehead goes down as well. 5A Gang, despite losing their Mercy early, come out on top.
You see the Tracer right now, so I think that the mobility right now is the big difference here. It allows Swolesey to kind of get up in the air. You use that Guardian Angel and use the super jump to get around. But Silos is on one right now, using the blue beam to best advantage. So we've seen some opening picks come out from the Sojourn, and it's generally been with the blue beam on them. It's just about the rest of the team following up on the back of it.
Well, and that mobility that seems such a big advantage is now absent here from 5A Gang, at least for the moment. Nano Bush used on a Pastel Knight as they went down low. Heading out, starting to just punch through the whole team, going all the way back. Once Lex the Forehead is going to force out the Valkyrie. Annihilation then used from Pastel Knight as soon as the Nemesis form faded. Enough to secure at least a handful of kills. Lex the Forehead tried to fly away. Oh, makes it all the way back towards the spawn. Even able to fend off Stevo.
Hello? How? I know the Valkyrie gets you up way up high, but I mean, that float there and then being able to find somebody and save themselves from falling down to the streets. But we're at last fight territory here.
Oh, OB got slept as they went on to the point. Overtime will initiate. Norm Gampton was trying with Attack Visor, but there was just too many targets. A photon barrier in the way. Lex the Forehead will not get that res off. This is going to be a 100-0 as 5A Gang start off strong.
Very strong, and I'll tell you what, Swolesey has the tech down, right? Has the positioning, knows when they have to be behind a corner, knows when they need to be out of LOS. They've really taken a couple of pot shots from Silos there on the FawxHole Ferrets, but for the most part, really damn good positioning coming out from the Mercy player for them. FawxHole Ferrets. Silos has really been kind of the standout for me so far. I think that FawxHole Ferrets is suffering from a lack of mobility, even though you've got the Soldier and the Sojourn out there. I mean, I think that you need some kind of extra speed here. I would like to see a little bit more mobility from them because Steve-O was having a ham day on the Tracer and being able to recall back out of trouble. Something that they need to really be concerned about. But we're going to Control Center now, so a lot more brawly here from both teams.
Yeah, very much so. Dropping the Tracer in favor of a May Sojourn 5A gang. Will make it into the White Room first. Grab that all-valuable position. Obi on a Zarya here up against the Ramatra. I mean, you can see trying to focus down the squishies. Yeah, really wants that May out. It still has Cryo Freeze. Lamp out early from 5A gang as they maintain this advantageous position. FawxHole Ferrets are going to rotate around and just go straight to the point. Nice wall to deny that follow-up. What a beautiful wall out of Toxic. Steve-O will get a kill, but with a res from Lex the forehead, FawxHole Ferrets are still firmly entrenched in this fight. Toxic goes down, back and forth continues.
I mean, this Zarya pick is kind of interesting to me because it's allowing a lot more stability in some of these fights. Yeah, Fox goes down. Finally, they get their first capture of the afternoon, and it's on the back of, you know what, some really crazy flying tech coming out from Lex the forehead. Once again, it's all about positioning with this Mercy play and, you know, going back and forth between the yellow beam and the blue beam. I like it. I like seeing, you know, being a little bit more aggressive. You don't have to necessarily play passive as a Mercy. You just have to play smart.
All about Blizzard coming out. Oh, Toxic, lucky to get that one off. Immortality will keep it Obi alive for the meantime. They haven't dealt with Lamp. What a beautiful Immortality. Obi's still on their feet. Now an amplification matrix here from FawxHole Ferrets to drive the 5A gang all the way back. Pastel Knight will not find any safety.
No, this was very good cleanup from FawxHole Ferrets. A really good use of the Graviton Surge to lock people down. And then they get that Immortality barrier on top of it. So, I mean, lots of good decisions coming out from FawxHole Ferrets. My stream, okay, it just came back. It froze there for a second. But, I mean, now you've got this overclock. You've got the Valkyrie ready to go for FawxHole Ferrets. We've crossed 50%.
We got Valk for both of our teams being popped immediately at the beginning of this fight. Annihilation out from 5A gang. Everybody's getting damage boosted. Oh, that is nasty. A Pastel Knight is able to push forward, still not securing any kills. In fact, it's Norton Gameton who comes up with a huge pick and allows room for Fox to get rezzed. Overclock out from Silos, already grabbed one. Looking to find two. Swolsey gets caught in the crossfire.
I mean, what a smart amp matrix that came out from Fox to counteract the Annihilation. And then Lex just comes flying in out of nowhere, gets the res out of Fox after they drop, and then it just turns the fight in their favor. Such good decision-making here coming from FawxHole Ferrets. I tell you what, Lex is showing that they are not afraid of anything right now.
Overclock from the high ground. There's two subsequent shots. Fox is gone. Rez comes through. Beautiful position from Lex the forehead to stay back behind cover. But unfortunately, Norton Gampton has fallen, and 5A gang managed to flip this objective. Graviton Surge invested in and try to immediately swing this fight back. Obi's got two before going down. Do FawxHole Ferrets have enough sustain? Do they have enough bodies left on this point to flip this thing? Oh, the kill out of the Mercy there from the captain of the FawxHole Ferrets. Silos still leaping around on this point. Yellow Beam attached at the hip. Lex the forehead doing a good job of keeping FawxHole in this fight.
I mean, this has been one hell of an extended fight. Wrecking Ball back from Obi, so now we're playing Tank Roulette here. Lex, unfortunately, does go down. That's going to secure the point here for the A gang. Now it's about getting out. Well, Obi doesn't know the word get out.
Obi will eventually have to retreat. Big props to Yukio on that one for hanging back and taxiing Swolsey back into the fight. All Mercy players really appreciate that. Taxi your Mercy players, Freds.
I always am appreciative of doing that. I always do that for my Mercy players. I can honestly say that. Now Obi over to the Winston. We've got Norton out on the Tracer here. So lots of mystery heroes going on here for these two teams, trying to get the chess match in their favor. We'll see how it goes down now. This is going to really put a lot of pressure onto the Brigida. But I mean, we got a crazy res. There's a certified spicy
that's
res.
A certified spicy res for sure. Norton Gampton's now back in this fight, but FawxHole Ferrets are going to have to finish this one off without their tank. We do have a Valkyrie in play here from Lex the Forehead. Really wanted that res on the stairs, but unfortunately, res was on cooldown. Nothing they could do, and 5A gang hang on through this fight. They might just swing this thing all the way back from a 99-0, Billy.
And the problem is that they're going to be going up against a Graviton Surge in this fight, so Norton Gaming does have maybe something to say about that. Silas is going to come back on the Summer just for a last-second touch. It's going to take everything for them to get there.
They managed to sneak one in. They are on the point for that 97. Oh, even managed to get the final blow on to Yukio. Bit of a trade here. No res on the table for FawxHole Ferrets, and they don't have a tracer anymore either. Steve-O in the, well, I mean, deep in enemy lines, kind of flip places. Turns their eyes onto the Lucio, stalling out this point to see if they can put this map to bed.
Yeah, I mean, Focus has got to go on the Mercy player right now because Steve-O is just absolutely holding court here. Even with the Primal, just too much from Swolsey and company. Really good tech for them once again. They pull it from a 99-0 deficit and take a 2-0 sweep here on Li Zhang Tower. My goodness, you want to talk about some damn good Mercy play? I don't care who the play of the game is right there. We saw some nutty reses. We saw some nutty tech coming out from both of our players there, Mercy players there. And I tell you what, this was fantastic from both of them. I am so damn excited to be here.
Me too. Me too. We got definitely a bit of I love the strategy with the tanks that we saw there in that last matchup. You know, started with a Zarya versus a Ramatra. We ended on a Zarya versus a Winston, but it was the opposite tank player that ended up picking the Zarya as we went through these rotation strategies. But yeah, I mean, gotta highlight the fantastic Mercy play, no doubt. I mean, Swolsey was putting up some fantastic moves there.
Moves. The swollest of
that's
mercies.
That's a
yes,
doorism.
That's a doorism.
Yeah.
Might be still. I mean, if you look at it, the Mercy has really played a big part in a lot of these lane kills right there. Silas taking full advantage of it. Look at Pastel Knight. Once again, Mercy involved in all that. The pop of the Valkyrie there was just chef's kiss. And
I was just thinking the timing on the Valkyries in general has been really
yes,
good.
From both of them. I think Lex the Forehead does get our first certified spicy res of the day, though.
For sure.
Because that was insane in that amount of pressure with a Brigida and a Zarya fully charged. Right here it is. And they get out somehow. I don't know how they do that.
Oh,
but, yeah, props.
I was about to say, I didn't remember seeing a Mercy kill show up in the feed. But we did get a little bit of the Glockster pulled out there. Oh, I love to see it. Love to see it. 5A gang, love to see that dub as well. You're halfway there. Remember, 1-2, Fred. So winning control, you're already on match point.
Yep, that is the beauty of 1-2s. They're pretty quick matches, depending on who you're facing up against. I mean, so it makes for a very fast and furious day of games here, and we'll see now what's going to happen. Where do we go for hybrid? Where do you want to highlight your Mercy the best? I think King's Row would be a great place to go, personally.
Unfortunately, Kings isn't in the list.
I know.
No Kings in this tournament.
I know.
No Kings in this tournament.
About what I want.
It's Blizzard, Paraiso, and what's the other one? On my list here, Numbani, of course.
Yeah. Maybe Numbani.
Looks like FawxHole Ferrets have chosen Blizzard World here for map number 2.
So this gives you a lot of options. This gives you a lot of options to really highlight and really accentuate the Mercy play here. Echo plays well here. Farah plays well in certain points of Blizzard World. Ash, whom we haven't seen yet, plays very well here. Of course, we've seen the pocket onto the Sojourn and the Soldier. Both very good blue beam targets as well. So FawxHole Ferrets, they showed that they have teeth. Now it's all about adapting in the moment.
I like how the teeth came up on screen as you said that. That was serendipitous.
It was not planned, but I'll take it. I'll take it every day. And twice on Sunday. Do it again for me, Solomon. Do it again for me.
They've got the stones to make it. They've got the crystals to make it happen. All right, sorry. I'm reaching.
Wow. Okay. Well, FawxHole Ferrets going to be coming out on their attack here. So, Pastel Knight showing us some Doomfist here. Interesting. Definitely want to be up in their face. They're not going to really give up any space here, it looks like. So, Steve-O and company, they are looking to make kind of a close hold here, which you don't normally see on Blizzard World. FawxHole Ferrets, they're going to be very careful now. They could get caught out from Silas, but I don't think the Silas is going to expect them. Well, there's the swap over to the Slumber. So not a lot of damage per se, but a lot of mobility and a lot of tech to be able to use up against this team.
Uh-oh. Norton Gampton's in trouble. Well, Widowmaker is not expecting this Blitzkrieg that's about to come out. Nobody from the team was, but look at that Bionade. Fox read it. Fox was all over it, and it made 5A gang kind of stop and think for a moment. Swolsey ends up going down. FawxHole Ferrets do lose Obi, but honestly, you take that with that kill on the Mercy and now the kill on the Toxic. FawxHole Ferrets are in a great position to take this first point.
Oh yeah, and I mean taking the Mercy down and also seeing the res come through onto Obi. I mean that gets your tank back into the fight. It takes out every bit of resistance here. So this should be a pretty easy take here for the FawxHole Ferrets. They're definitely continuing their ways from like second point control center. They want to play up in your face. They want to get there and take the fight to you. And man, I'm sorry, but this Anna right now, Fox is absolutely lighting it up with these anti-nades.
Pastel Knight gets back with, less than 2% left to cap. And the defense has put up a fight here. Another big Bionade. Yukio and Pastel Knight super low. Could not get healed there for a moment, but Norton Gampton does go down. Oh, the sleep dart lands on the Pastel Knight. They can't contest. That's enough for the cap to come through.
Yep, that's everything they needed and more, and they didn't even have to expend the nano into this. So I tell you what, the work's getting done here on the front end. Silos is about 20% away from an EMP. That's going to throw all of their plans into a wrench. And I tell you what, yeah, I'm seeing some switches here. Yukio going over to the Brigitte again. They had a lot of success on that, and working in combination with Swolsey, they'll be able to chunk down some targets.
God. FawxHole Ferrets have really been targeting Swolsey. Swolsey died 7 times on Lijiang Tower. It's already their 3rd death here in Blizzard World. FawxHole Ferrets are good, and they have an all-point bulletin, big old bounty out on that Mercy. Lex the Forehead able to get a res off of the Silas, but is back here at a 5v5. I think Swolsey's made it back into this fight. Overclock from the high ground here from Toxic. Eyes down low through main. Landed one shot on the Fox. Fox gets the nano out before that second bullet landed. Went on to Obi. Obi is just holding court here right under the screen in your current moment. A little bit of a duel against the Junker Queen. Finds the kill into Yukio even. Now gets one on the Toxic as well. FawxHole Ferrets have cleared off the high ground and are making some good progress.
I mean, this is great progress for them. I mean, yeah, pop the valve, get everybody around, get everybody back up and fighting. Swolsey with some serious fighter jet skills there, weaving in and out flat like a bumblebee right there. Muhammad Ali, eat your heart out.
No kidding. What are the jets that like hover and they can move in all directions? That's what Swolsey looked like right there. I'm telling you, everybody from FawxHole Ferrets has got their eyes on Swolsey. They've all been trying to take the Mercy down, but Swolsey's able to stay alive through all of this, and as such, keep the rest of the team going. This defense is holding.
I don't know how. I mean, against the pressure that just came in there, Lex with the Forehead, another massive res, by the way, keeps their team in the fight. And then Norton Gaming just goes back into it. Watch for the Rampage coming out.
A lot of damage down, but Lex the Forehead keeping it alive. There's that Rampage. Finds 2, including Obi on the tank, who does not have the Primal, and just has to retreat, fall back, let that fade away.
I mean, smart use of the Rampage there from Pastel Knight. And now, you're going to see them being able to push forward. Sights are up, walls are out. I mean, that's 0.87 meters onto the point. He smacks everybody away with the fake power jump coming in.
Silos almost got the back cap. That was so close. Good read from 5A gang. Not let that happen. Good read from our observers as well to catch that going on there in the very back. Res did come through on a Silos. We're in a 5v5 here with less than a meter to go. Defense decided to chase Obi away, but Obi didn't go far. Just content to sit up on this high ground and try to get Norton into a position while Silos is harassing from behind.
The one thing, and I know that Norton's getting a lot of work done with this Widowmaker. I think we need something with a little bit more sustainable pressure. They're getting picks. I'm not dissing it. But, I mean, there we go. Once again, prove me wrong. I love it.
Unfortunately, Obi is back making a swap while this is happening. Norton gets another one, and Obi might be able to make it back in time to take advantage of this fight. Oh, Norton is playing so close, too. Well, you don't usually see a Widowmaker like 10 meters away. Lex the Forehead's going to use this tree, get a little bit of a res off. Meanwhile, Swolsey has been targeted yet again. This Pastel Knight holding down the fort, and they're hacked on the objective. Toxic is going to drop the overclock in lieu of that, aiming for Lex the Forehead, but a nice little dodge, and they're able to find cover. No kills on the back of that overclock. The nano boost invested from FawxHole Ferrets, and Obi headed to the point. Is able to take down Steve-O. Now turning their attention over to Toxic. Toxic goes down. Obi finds both DPS. Meanwhile, the anti-lands on to Pastel Knight. EMP here to deal with the tank and the final 2 supports remaining on this objective to see if FawxHole Ferrets can finally cap point B.
It's not happened yet. I mean, Swolsey is just putting on a show right now, showing you that they can fly with the best of the fighter jets in the world, and they are completely turning this fight in their favor.
I mean, massive props to the support line, massive props to Swolsey and Yukio. No DPS here, and somehow they've managed to keep Pastel Knight alive through all of this. Now the Glock comes out from Swolsey. Oop, take a few shots, go back. Love the discipline. Love the use of the Valk. Great time in here, but Steve-O has fallen. And the defense, once again, playing from the back foot, Billy.
I mean,
Swolsey gets the kill onto Norton. Swolsey gets Norton. No way. That might have just, that could be map winning.
Well, I mean, they got the Rampage ready to go. They've got all the tech here. And poor Obi is under so much duress right now with one lone Mercy to keep him up. This fight is absolutely chaotic, Jeff.
I saw that, Yukio. Yukio thought about going for the back line, but yeah, discipline's a little bit better and pays off. Yukio ends up getting that kill onto Obi while Lex the Forehead gets their forehead taken clean off. Toxic picks up 2 as a matter of fact. And this defense has held on through impossible odds. 10 seconds on the clock. Manual hack onto Fox. The nade is used. The sleep lands. The Sombra is down, but overwhelming forces, and Fox will not be able to survive through it all. Lucky to get the overtime initiated. Now Ball is here, but Obi is in a 1v5. The odds are stacked against you, my friend.
The odds were not in your favor. The Reds almost came through. Lex with almost the hero res there, but that's going to do it for this defense. My goodness, it was like 5 minutes as we went through. Tracer back on to touch. What an axe there from Pastel Knight. The work is getting done.
There's a nano boost out. Silos gets a kill. Okay. Okay. God, that was close. Obi almost kept that alive.
Okay. Catch your breath. Reset. Holy cow, Swolsey is the fighter pilot. By the way, it's a VTOL, the ones that can hover and just go straight up and straight down. They're called VTOLs, vertical takeoff and lift. I served with quite a few pilots of that when I was in the Navy.
What's the is it the Harris Hawk? What's the there's a particular
Hornet.
A Hornet.
It's a Hornet.
That's what I'm thinking. A Hornet. Yes. Swolsey is a Hornet. That is it right there.
Look
that was nuts. There was no DPS there. It felt like forever.
No. I mean,
and those overtime spawns
are
are nasty.
Right. It's crazy. But I mean, the tech, the popping of the Valkyrie in the perfect moment. Swolsey and Lex, the Forehead. Holy cow. They were putting on a show, showing us just how good Mercy can be. And that that's what I take from this.
Before this goes away, I hate to cut you off. Look at the deaths for Pastel Knight. Pastel Knight had 1 death that entire time. Thank you, Prod. Because that is all courtesy of Swolsey and Yukio. Pastel Knight was under so much duress. It's insane that they only died once.
I'm floored at how good these supports are, how good these Mercy players are. And now FawxHole Ferrets, I mean, they're up against it here. I mean, they basically got 2 points. That's the line to gain here for the A gang. But my word, I mean, just absolutely phenomenal play from both these Mercy players. I am absolutely impressed.
All right, AAA, 5A gang, excuse me, quintuple A gang. Job's not done here, and first attack is not going very well for you. Already 2 picks here for the defense. FawxHole Ferrets, I mean, they have got to take some time off this clock, Billy, if they want to tie up the series.
Well, so Pastel Knight thought, you know what, I'm going to try the Doomfist, try to get some initiation, try to get some backline disruption, and Silas and Norton said, nah. Nah, we're good. So now we're back over to the Junker Queen, which we saw them have a lot of efficiency on. So we'll see now how this goes through. I want to see kind of an aerial battle, the commercy of Toxic and Swolsey. Let's see how they can make their way to the point. See if they can get a favorable angle and land one of these power boosted stick bombs on.
Oh, that is an early infrasight coming out there from Norton. And a bold move from Toxic to try to play an Echo into a Sojourn and a Widowmaker when Norton is playing this good. Like, that is almost just a spit in the face of these FawxHole DPS, and Norton's making them pay for it. Pastel still trying to fight it out on point, but that was a massive bio nade. And unfortunately, Swolsey still has not caught up in the heals. Yeah, I mean, it's just too good a play out of Fox and the FawxHole Ferrets.
This is good stuff for them. They do force out the overclock.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, job done there for FawxHole Ferrets.
Oh, man, that was an immediate trade. A millisecond difference between Steve-O taking out Silos and Silos finding Swolsey.
Well, we will see how this goes down. I like the Hanzo Swift, though. It gives Norton a little bit of room for pause. But Annihilation is going to be available here to the FawxHole Ferrets as they try to defend this first point.
Evo playing from an off angle on the right-hand side from the rest of the team. And yeah, I put a lot of pressure on Norton where Toxic's able to find that final blow. Good teamwork and a good duplicate here onto the Ramatra. Obi does get a nano boost and just ignores the duplicate. Tries to go running into the back, but Pastel Knight drops a rampage over the point. Fox will fall because of that. And FawxHole Ferrets are kind of getting battered back here. Finally, the 5A gang are able to pry open this defense.
2 minutes 40 seconds to do it. So I mean, lots of time taken off there. Really good hold there, coming out from FawxHole. Yeah, and Toxic is starting to find the range with the Echo here, looking for that Widowmaker, trying to claim some of that high ground control. We'll see if they're able to get through it. That's a little bit wonky on the jump there, but find somebody else to tie they're onto.
FawxHole Ferrets, there you can see them all standing on that square. They know that square is do or die here for their perfect record. Good shot from Norton Gaming. As 5A gang tried to come up that short little hallway, but FawxHole Ferrets said no.
I love it. I love it. I mean, the swap there now, you know, no more Widowmaker here to have to worry about taking your head off, but now you've got more consistent damage. You've also got the biofield, the biotic field to give yourself a little bit of spot healing, take a little bit of the pressure off of Lex and Forehead. Keep your more vulnerable players up and sturdy. Oh no, Steve-O's looking very low. Now we got a Zarya swap now.
A couple of swaps coming out for Pastel Knight. Just trying to counter the Ramatra. 1-for-1 trade here, start things off. Is going to favor the AAAA gang. I'll settle on an enemy here eventually. Trying to use the Vortex to slow down Pastel Knight is an effort and futility from Obi. Pastel Knight now just leading the charge, marching forward for the 5A gang.
I mean, it's going to take probably 2 fights to get it to home here. But Obi's going to have another Annihilation already online. You're looking for double DPS ultimates. Let's see how Lex deploys their Valkyrie here as we're approaching the golden square of victory.
And this will be the series here for the 5A gang. Oh, Obi going in deep with the Annihilation. Nobody's on the cart. The cart managed to push forward. Duplicate used here as well from 5A gang. That just gets shut down by Lex the Forehead, pulling out that Glock. And use the Valk to try to keep FawxHole Ferrets alive through, but the res is so good. 5A gang are too strong, and they will take it.
How the heck did you get that one off? I didn't even say it was a flick and a swoop, and all of a sudden they're back on their feet. Hello?
Oh yeah, the old flick swoop res, of course.
Yeah. Somebody teach me how to do that. I want to be able to do that. I'm garbage at Mercy.
Is that a certified spicy res for Swolsey?
Yes.
All right.
We've had 2 now.
We've had
2 now. Both of our Mercy players getting certified spicy reses. Most valuable Mercy of the match, though.
Honestly, tough. Honestly, tough. But I think it's got to go to Swolsey. It's got to go to Swolsey just for how good a job they did at keeping Pastel Knight alive through that defense on Blizzard World. I think that alone is gonna be the deciding factor, because otherwise it's too close to call. We saw some good stuff. I mean, we saw a lot of good stuff out of Lex the Forehead on Li Zhang in particular. I mean, that first res was certainly spicy. There was no doubt that was a certified spicy res.
I think that the flying going up and over, almost like it was like a stunt plane, doing barrel rolls and going up and around and, just shooting their way through the rings. Yeah, I mean, that was some seriously good flying. I think that puts it over the edge for Swolsey. So Swolsey is your most valuable Mercy of our first match of the day here. 5A gang taking the 2-0 victory, and they're going to move to 4 or 3. I guess it'll be 4-0 now for the day. And good luck to them moving on in the tournament.
Got it. Yeah. Swolsey the Hornet. Impressive. I think we're going to have an interview. I just haven't got confirmation on that. Either way, we're going to take a little bit of a break. When we come back, we're going to get a chance to talk to the 5A gang, get some input, and get some thoughts on what we just saw. We'll see you back here in a few. All right, we're back, friends. Did you miss us? We missed you. We came back with some friends. We've got Swolsey, the Hornet here, the unkillable Mercy on the line. Though, Swolsey, thank you so much for coming to talk with us. Congrats on a huge dub.
Oh yes, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. It was so fun.
I'm so glad to hear it. Okay. I've got to talk about that last fight. I know your heart's still beating a mile a minute after that defense on point B. I mean, walk me through it. Both DPS are down. I mean, you're holding the line. Pastel Knight is just, I mean, he's got to be screaming at y'all. I mean, what happened? What were the comments like? Walk me through that moment.
Oh god, the comms for that one. So actually the comms aren't really as crazy as you think it is for the most part. It's somewhat cause with like Pastel specifically, me and Pastel have been duoed for like so long. So we don't really need a lot of communication. It's just it's really an attack dog like is what it is. It's just I call a target, she is whipped around on it. The only comms that were like we're just calling her like live here over here. That was mainly just the comms, like I just need you to stay up. I have ult in like 5 seconds. That was all of it. We were just really stalling with our tanks and our supports. Just waiting for
it was
DPS
brilliant.
to get back to clean up.
It was brilliant. Best defense we've seen all weekend so far, hands down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, you got a certified spicy res from us. That is how we are going with it. Yes, but I want to talk about when you go into Valkyrie. The reason why you're called the Hornet is because you mimic planes that defy gravity. And you were like going up and around the high ground there above the payload there right before you get into point 3. You were just like a stunt pilot. How the heck did you learn to do that? Can you please teach me?
Can I please teach you? I mean, I can sure try. It is so much bound to muscle memory at this point from like Overwatch 1 and now. But just all the free movement of Valk and just knowing everyone's there and having so much practice on like map geometry and knowing where I can and cannot be. It is just insane. The amount of what you can do.
So I mean, if you had to give one piece of advice, it'd just be practice a lot. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah, for the most part, though, like my main piece of advice is just like practicing. Like you have to know what you can and cannot get away with in certain situations, like in terms of your movement. And if you have Valk, you are like the best stalling on point as long as you have all of your teams, or if you have all of your team's corpses on point, you can stall it like mega hard, just with how fast you can move.
Not all of us can move like you can, Swolsey. I hate to break it to you.
That's the thing. If you practice and you get your movement down, that's the most important part of Mercy. You don't have to be able to like Glock and res really good. If you just don't die, that's your job.
I don't know. This leads nicely into my final question, which I think is the most important part of Mercy. I'm only slightly kidding. What's your favorite Mercy skin?
Dragoon, hands down.
Nice. Yes. Favorite Mercy map?
Favorite Mercy map? Can I use the 2 CP maps that aren't in anymore?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's still an Overwatch map.
Yeah, Temple of Anubis. Stalling on first point fountain and second point.
There you go.
Really?
Yes.
You even got a chef's kiss, Billy. You even got a chef's kiss.
Mwah. Love it.
All right. Well, thank you so much for coming and having a chat with us. It's been an absolute pleasure. Good luck with the rest of the tournament. Can't wait to see more of you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much for having me. I hope the rest of the games go well for you guys.
We appreciate
you're not playing.
There you go. That was Swolsey, friends. The movement master, the Hornet on the Mercy, the unkillable, and well, now the 4-0 5A gang moving on here through our bracket. We're gonna keep moving on through our day. We have got we've got a couple more matches coming up at you. We aren't done yet. We're moving into the Ethereal division when we come back. More Ride of the Valkyries around the corner. Heroes never die. You thought we were back at spawn? No, we are resurrected. We are ready to get back into this fight. We've been given a second lease on life and ready for our second match of the day. It's Jeff and Billy returning here, and we're headed to the Ethereal division here for our second matchup for day 2.
Indeed, we are. We're going to have the 3rd and 4th place player or teams in the standings right now. In Bunnies, Bunnies are 3rd in the standings so far, and Munchins are in the 4th position as of right now. We'll take a look at the standings just to give you a look. I know it was scrolling through while you were on break, but we really want to highlight in here Mercy's Cult, who we saw yesterday, is still 4-0, by the way. And then, I mean, there's a log jam here, 2 through 4, 3-1. Then everybody else is fighting for that top 8 position. Nobody is out as of yet, other than probably the social rejects. They're at 12th position, but everybody else has something to play for here. We have 6 games to play. So, I mean, right now, every single win, every single map win is so very important when it's going to come down to these tiebreakers.
And remember, top 8, that dotted line on your screen, we'll move on to our double elim bracket next weekend. So teams are fighting to stay above that dotted line. And you can see with how competitive it is here in the Ethereal division that a loss for either one of these teams is going to send them careening down that list and dangerously close to that dotted line and getting relegated out. So, I mean, we're in a really pivotal spot here in our tournament.
It is. I mean, this is crunch time. We were trying to keep it nice and lighthearted, but it's still, everybody wants to win. Everybody wants to win. So, I mean, Skiesti's putting on a hell of a tournament right now. The action is absolutely fantastic. You and I have loved every single interview. We've done 4 interviews now.
Absolutely.
Just the amount of knowledge that I'm picking up. I may go play Mercy later on this afternoon. I have not played a lot of Mercy, but I'm learning like all these little snips and little bits of how to play her better. For me, it's my geekdom coming out, but I'm okay with it. Just please, all you Mercy mates out there, please help me learn how to play the character. I'm no good at her. I'm garbage at Mercy. I really am. I think I learned how to super jump like 3 weeks ago because somebody taught me.
Chef Billy needs your help, friends. Please, today, just write in all your tips for a small 5 cents a day. You can help Chef Billy become a better Mercy. I'm kidding. We don't. All right. Let's talk about this next matchup. We are in round 5 here. It means Oasis will be your fixed map for our control map. Still in first to 2 through the totality of this weekend. So when on control means you're on match point already. Loser pick for maps 2 and 3.
Well, we already have our first map. It's already predetermined here in round number 5. It kind of echoes what we did yesterday, but round number 5 here is going to be Oasis as our starting control map. Lots of areas for the Mercy players to get somebody attached to. We saw yesterday, Pharmacy really owned on Oasis first and on City Center and Gardens. They held high ground. They were never dislodged. So I don't want to see a repeat of that again. So teams got to be very cognizant. If you've got a damage boosted DPS player on the high ground, you need to dislodge them. Otherwise, you're going bye-bye real quick.
It's such a power position. So, yeah. Let's take a look at our 2 teams here coming in today. Take a look at the gamers that we take it to the battlefield. Get those rosters on the screen. Hey, you know what? We're getting closer to our 5 Mercies here. Billy, we at least have doubled down here for the Munchins.
I love it. Eggnog Zetsuno, who we think plays with Swagmaster. Possibly. But hi, Swagmaster, by the way. We are casting your match because you tagged me on Twitter and asked if we were casting your match. Hi, we're here. We're casting you.
I'm so embarrassed right now.
Soft Tofu Cammy, and of course the aforementioned Swagmaster rounding out this Munchins roster. And then I think Chef's Kiss, the cutest of the team names or team
logos.
Logos.
Yes. Look at this. I love the transition. It was quick. It's hard to tell up in the corner, but each of the bunnies is dressed up as the heroes on screen. The 5 bunnies in the logo match the composition you are currently seeing. Caddy taking the lead. That Gunners and Cosmos, your DPS here for the bunnies. And Pyro on the Kiri. Dang will be your Mercy player. here for
I
the
love it.
cutest logo of any team we have ever seen.
It's adorable. If you could show us once again, Solomon, I'm not going to get tired of seeing this. It's so dang cute.
Can
And
we
it's
just-
funny because the sleeping bunny is the Doomfist.
Don't throw curveballs at our producer.
I always throw curveballs at our producer.
mean.
What are you
You
talking
are
about? That's
mean.
part of our job.
You're embarrassing me
It's in our
here,
contract.
like you're my dad. Now you're throwing curveballs at our producer. God, I can't take you anywhere, Billy. It's
Always, this is going to be our first starting point, as we
already talked
earlier.
about. Yes,
Yes, I know.
Wait.
No. What do you want to do then? I mean, do you just want to get in the game and just start talking about the game? Let's have fun with this.
Let's have fun with this. I mean, are we not? Are we not?
I'm always having fun. Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained? All right. We're. I feel like I'm about to lose my head here, friends. This is getting dangerously close.
The buddies.
The Bunnies.
Oh, love the buddies.
You got the Doomfist in the middle. There's the Doomfist gauntlet there. It took me a minute. My eyeballs could not parse that out. But yes, very well done. That's all we should be talking about. Like there's nothing else in my brain. That photo is just living rent free.
I
ceased to have gray matter. It's just bunny matter now.
It's bunny matter. All buddy all the time. We're actually going to start out on University, though, Jeff. And you know what? Getting more into more of our mode here. We'll see. Mercy has a harder time here. Just because you're thinking of flying heroes, you're thinking of DPS. You've got the high ground that's situated over the point. The tech is a little bit harder to control here. If I'm thinking about, movement abilities. And especially for the bunnies. I mean, this is going to be a little bit more difficult for a Mercy to tether onto. But
it's really exposed, right? There's not a lot of good places to hide, but still be able to provide value to the rest of your team. So the positioning from our Mercies, I think, is going to be really, really challenging and tricky on University in particular.
Well, I mean, University. This will be the tough map for them, for the Mercies. We'll see how they weather the storm. But Bunnies did not come out on the Doomfist here. I'm kind of shocked they bring out the Ramatra.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, not surprising here for the geometry. Cody got down really low. Oh my goodness, good heals from the supports. Cosmos, unfortunately, does not get the same benefit with the wall blocking all that healing. Cody ends up dropping as well. Beautifully done there from Zetsuno, and Munchins grabbed first control.
I mean, it's all about the space taking and the wall. That wall was everything from Zetsuno.
Yes, it was.
Just completely sectioned off Caddy, and Caddy had nowhere to go. There's no amount of healing that's going to, take 5 shots in your back up against you. So we'll see how this moves along now. Cosmos over to the Pharah. So more traditional coming here from the Bunnies. Let's see if they can get some work done on. There's the first pick coming from the Bunnies. Bye-bye to the Junkrat.
I'm not even sure where Gunner's position. Cosmos is right above them. Oh my goodness. You see Cammy was looking all around. Dang is going to move in behind the wall to get this res onto Cosmos, and the Pharah is right back into the fight. 60% already to the Barrage just in one team fight.
I mean, that's the power of Mercy. The power of friendship and trusting in your tether there, being able to put out the damage. Yeah, damage boosted. That's scary in itself. Good Lord. Bye-bye, Cammy. Holy cow, what a shot.
Yeah, 2 directs from Cosmos. Get the angle. Cammy tried to drop down into the stairwell, but nothing doing. Beautifully done. What a swap. This Pharah has just completely taken over the map. Knows you're there, Eggnog. Okay, uses a mine to get back. Is the Pharah going to give chase? Ooh, a little bit. Lands the mine. Cosmos has to back out.
I mean, this is all about poke right now. They just cannot seem to find an avenue onto the point. I think that for the Bunnies, or I'm sorry, for Munchins right now, maybe going to a Diva here might be something they need to do. Soptofu does take down Pyro. Now can they camp the res?
I'm guessing Eggnog is wanting to get the tire out and then swap off the Junkrat. Dies at 99%.
Oh!
Now the Barrage comes in to find 2 right over the amplification matrix. Oh my, Bunnies were really hoping, Munchins were really hoping that Am Matrix would get him on the point, but the Barrage just completely denies him.
I mean, we're 65% counting. I mean, that's just, it's just the Kitsune Rush and the Barrage out. So, Tire, sneaky Eggdog looking for somebody in the backline here. Let's see if they can get something with his tire. They need an entry point.
Gonna roll it all the way around the outside so it's not losing timer. Whoop! Back into the middle. Oh, you can see how high up in the air they are. They really want that far. They're not going to find it. Cosmos wisely moved towards Ko's side so they wouldn't be caught off guard. Beautifully positioned. Gunner's now popping the overclock here out of the back. Moves on to the point, past the wall, up to the high ground, and still gets taken down by Eggnog. Meanwhile, Swagmaster did fall after swapping to a Moira, but a res, and they're right back into this fight. Meanwhile, Cosmos finds Zetsuno in the back. Soft Tofu pops the Annihilation on point. Munchins cannot afford to lose this fight. Ding Dong circle back up to the high ground as Annihilation is now popped from Caddy. A later Annihilation. Soft Tofu trying to back up. Has the pocket there from Cammy. Woo! Eventually goes down. Cosmos comes in with the help, and Caddy barely wins out that fight.
I mean, the poke is too good. The later ultimate is too good. And almost 90% here. We've got Zetsuno going over to the Cassidy. Soft Tofu is going to bring out the Malga. So looking to set the Farah on fire, but they've got a barrage in their back pocket.
Zetsuno is swapped to a cast. Help deal with the bar as well. Barrage tried to deny said touch or at least make it painful. And yeah, that one hurt. Anybody that got close was put down to 1 health. Easily finished off by the fists of Caddy. And that overtime slowly dissipates. Bunnies come back and take round 1.
They do. And I mean, the swap to the pharmacy, that is just brilliant from them. They recognized that the walls were doing too much work, and they were dealing with a lot of spam damage from Eggnog on the Junkrat. Need to see something change out here from the Junkrat player, otherwise you're just going to get splattered around. Look at that. A good 2,000 damage difference between anybody else in this lobby. Cosmos absolutely showing up huge. Now over to a Tracer. Thanks to our wonderful team giving us all these stats, all the information that you could ever want, and more. Man, putting on a hell of a show for us. And now,
Cosmos more than doubled the damage of either of the DPS from Munchins.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. And now we're going to see what Cosmos does on the Tracer.
Dang, with good recognition of Munchins' approach from the outside of that pillar. Flies in to get behind the rest of the team. Soft Tofu gets caught out. And Munchins with a bit of a broken approach. Looked like they couldn't decide which way they wanted to go in, and Bunnies just take advantage of their indecision.
Yep, Soft Tofu back over to the Ramatra here. They figured out that Winton was not good Overwatch there. Cosmos, once again, is leading the charge with everybody. Already halfway towards a pulse bomb. Zetsuno back over to the Cassidy. I like this. Maybe take away some of the movement tech from the fast little British DPS, but Eggnog is kind of the outlier for me. They need to get some value with these grenades.
Oh, Gunners just went in and sacrificed themselves to protect Dang. Jumped in front of the grenade, quite literally, to keep the Mercy alive. Bunny's now fighting from a 4v5. Dang would like to get that res off, but Munchins secure the high ground. Meanwhile, Soft Tofu is almost finished off, Caddy down low here. A little bit left of the Nemesis. They continue to chase it down. Dang capable of taking a couple of punches. Caddy falls back to the Mega. And Dang, oh, why did you go in there? Dang was trying to stall for as long as possible, but had nowhere to turn once things got nasty. And now Munchins have managed to grab control.
Well, and I think that Eggnog's starting to find the range with the grenades, and putting those traps down. They're starting to find where the pathing is coming from the Bunnies. So also look at Cammy. Cammy has the perfect positioning here, able to use that high ground, go up high, blue beam all the time. No yellow beam for you. What a shot from Gunners, though.
Cammy's like, oh, here, let me get this back. Nice! The stick takes Zetsuno out of the fight. 1-for-1 trade, though, on DPS, and an Ant Matrix now out for Munchins. In fact, the Valkyrie used at the same time to try to maintain position. Munchins will overtake the Bunnies in percentage. Bukati's moved on to the point, has managed to finish off Soft Tofu. Has a rampage if needed. Cammy pops the Valk, but gets knifed right out of it.
That's not a knife. This is a knife. You're probably all too young to understand that reference. It's from a movie called Crocodile Dundee back in the 80s. But Annihilation ready to go up against a rampage from Bunnies. The big thing for the Bunnies, though, is that Dang has Valkyrie. So it's going to be able to fly out of the area effect, get away from those tendrils.
Got it backing up. Has a rampage of their own, keeping that distance from Soft Tofu. Meanwhile, Eggnog is throwing a tire way up top. Gunners uses an overclock to finish off the tire. Pops it immediately. Soft Tofu trying to move up to the high ground, take that back, but that is a big line for the Rampage. The Deadeye will finish him off, but everybody's still purple and Munchins are all low health. Rez comes through. That's a certified spicy. Dang gets that one off in the middle of the team with an annihilation going, and Dang still got that Rez off.
Dang! Sorry, I had to. That's my one for the day. They turn the fight. That's probably going to earn them the round and the map win, especially with that late kill on the Swag Master. I'm so sorry, Fred, but that is, yeah, certified spicy Rez indeed. Dang. Dang. Doing them dirty. And now a Pulse Bomb to stop any kind of touch here coming through. Yeah, they're just going to give it. They knew they were going to be able to get back in time, and Bunnies stamping their approval and their authority on this first map of Oasis.
That was quite the message. And an emphatic one at that. Dang, get your play of the game here. And that's just, I think this was early. Oh, this is, no, never mind. This wasn't as early as I thought. You actually get the kill onto the Valkyrie. Oh!
Okay.
Oh! What a predictive shot! Oh, that hurt.
Planned. It was planned. Any Junkrat
totally
player will tell you it was planned.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course they knew Dang was gonna zip right there in that moment and intercept him. What a predictive shot to pull a Valking Mercy out of there. That would hurt. That would hurt. Oh, lucky. I'm lucky. That's all I'm saying. That's all.
Wow. Okay. We're calling it lucky. Junkrat will say that it was planned.
I'm just standing by my Mercy players here, all right? Like that was lucky. That was. I'm not praising no Junkrat player. What do you?
Don't let Jake hear you say that. Don't let Jake hear you say that. Because then you're going to be in a fight, my friend. You're going to be in a fight, and I'm not. I'm big, but I'm not Jake OW big. So
Gartmeister, I'm kidding. I'm kidding, Gartmeister. I'm kidding.
Okay, so it'll be Munchins map pick coming up here. We'll see where they decide to take us for a hybrid. Numbani could probably work for them pretty well. I wouldn't hate going there again. I love Numbani. Try to think of where else.
Well, I mean, they looked brawly. I mean, Munchins looked to kind of play the more up-close personal style, seemed to kind of fit them. So what are our choices? Blizzard World, Numbani, or Paradiso? Paradiso being the only map we haven't seen here on broadcast yet. But, I mean, all of the above, I mean, none of them are really good brawl maps. I will say it looked like Munchins were doing fairly well in the poke before the Pharah came out.
Yep.
So, I would say Blizzard World would probably be your best poke map, but
yeah,
I don't know. I'm not in the heads of the Munchins. I mean, who knows?
Yes, you are.
What? Looks like they agreed.
Definitely in their heads. Rent-free.
Maybe they're in mine, Billy. I think it's the other way around.
Perhaps they're all in ours. Yes, I agree with that. But yeah, I agree with you. I think this will be a great map for them to be able to get that poke going on, utilize a May to their best effect. It's just that for the other side of it, Eggnog can't play the Junkrat, be an OTP on that. That's the only thing that I think is going to give them some hassle, is they need to have some kind of a hit scan to deal with the Ferret that comes out, because I'm going to assume that they're going to bring the Ferret out there. Mercy Pocket, I mean, first and second
they're certainly going to,
pretty good.
If you pull out a Ramatra May Junkrat, then yeah, Bunnies are just going to pull out a Pharah. Take a look at Cosmos, our Pharah player here from the Bunnies. Just the sheer amount of heavy lifting they did on that map. Do my stats still up? Because that's 14 final blows. That's a lot.
That's a ton.
Let's see.
We'll see.
It's... Nope. Stats aren't updated. Oh, here we go. There's your elibs. Still, so final blows. Cosmos had 14. Totality is 17. Oh, they were so close. They were 3 away. They were 3 away from a flooded deadlift.
You'll love to see it. And I mean, look at the deaths, though. I mean, Dang only dying twice across both those sub maps.
Yeah,
that's lovely to see there. Pretty good healing output from both of them. I mean, they got out healed, but I mean, the damage was just where the kicker was. In the tank,
they didn't need the sustain. Cosmos. They had that extra damage boost. I mean, that's exactly what you want to see. I think you'd rather have lower healing output. That means your front line wasn't taking as much pressure. And Pyro and Dang were able to put out some pressure in their own right. Dang saying with the blue beams, Pyro clearly had a good amount of pressure there from the carry, a little over 3,000 damage. I mean, nothing to scoff at. Gotta love it.
I don't know.
Also gotta love those stats. Huge shout out Solomon for the awesome stats. Holy cow, dude.
Love it, love it. We do looks like we do have a substitution coming in for Munchins. We're gonna see Swag Out and Crybaby come in.
Okay.
So that is happening. So our friend is going away here for this hybrid map. Maybe it was planned.
Or one friend.
I generally think that these are pre-planned decisions coming out from them.
No, most likely. Yeah, like Swagmaster is going to play control. Have Crybaby come in and play the hybrid map. That's. It seems likely they're both listed as the Mercy players for the squad. So even the way the roster is built, it feels planned.
Yeah. So we'll see how this goes down as we get that player into the lobby and get them all situated and ready to go. We'll talk about Blizzard World. It's all about high ground control for the defense, catching the avenues onto the point. Being able to section people off, being able to, get that first pick potential. And then for the Mercy movement, LOS, staying out of the LOS of Cosmos and Gunners. I mean, those two were putting on one onto the Munchins. So the Bunnies, again. I love the Bunnies.
Yep. Fuzzy brain. Gray matter turned to bunny. All that matters is bunnies.
All that matters is bunnies.
Bunnies with a Mercy Halo, no less. Like, if things couldn't get any cuter, we put a Mercy Halo onto a bunny rabbit.
I've legitimately saved this photo. Our producer sent it to us in our chat, and I've saved the photo to my photo album. It's just too darn cute.
Of course.
Bunny's going to be coming out on the attack here. So for Munchins, they're going to have an opportunity now to set a standard here. And with Cammy playing on the Moira and Crybaby, picking up the Mercy mantle here, as it were. I'm worried. I'm worried about.
Yeah, I'm very worried.
Yeah, I'm worried about the flyers, the killer bees in the sky.
Well, the Bunnies immediately responded to this exact composition on University. Munchins won the first fight, and the Bunnies immediately responded. So, is that Zuno just made a swap? Yeah, you gotta hurry your butt up here.
I mean, there's no taxi service either, so this is gonna be a couple of rolls. So you're not gonna have the roll available in that 75% damage reduction for the combat roll, because he's got to use it to get back in time. But you know what, Gunners is already under pressure. Maybe Setsuno is gonna be the key here.
Yeah, Munchins. I mean, they started kind of far back knowing that Zetsuno needed to catch up. So, like, they weren't all positioned at Griffin waiting on their Cassidy. They were positioned in the back. Gunners indeed on the far. Double flyers, as a matter of fact, from the Bunnies right out of the gate. A good read. Zetsuno's already down. The biggest threat to the aerial combatants is off the battlefield. And you can see Gunners is just hovering over Crybaby. Will not let her get the res off whatsoever. After a few seconds go by, turns attention to Cosmos, and the Bunnies are slowly, methodically taking away inch by inch here in this objective. Rocket lands onto Cammy and onto Crybaby.
Yeah, I mean, that's just brutal. They have not been able to deal with the threat in the sky. And I mean, with Soft Tofu on this Ramatra, I think the Diva's the choice here, just to get up in the sky and get some kind of work going on, but then you're risking the duplicate coming from Cosmos onto a Diva and getting a fast self-destruct or two. So there we go. Yep, Eggnog and Zetsuno going to double hit scans here. The Bastion and the Cass. We'll see how this rolls out. I mean, they've got to really first get away from this, get this high ground away from the Bunnies, because they've already claimed it with Caddy here. They're just pushing in hard. And I mean, they're just going to be able to take so much damage and just hold this ground so well.
Who do you look at if you're Munchins? Doom and both flyers come in all at the same time. Bit of a Sophie's choice. Munchins are sitting up here on high ground, trying to get Zetsuno in the perfect spot, but two direct rockets to Zetsuno's already gone. A little dropping res here from Cryberry succeeds. Zetsuno is back in this fight, but they're up alone. And Crybaby falls. Zetsuno will eventually go down for the second time in this fight, and the Bunnies look unstoppable.
They are pushing hard. They are having fun. Look at this. I mean, Gunners is cleaning up on the trash that Cosmos is throwing down. They're playing like one hive mind right now. And poor Munchins, they just cannot get anything done. Soft Tofu over to the Orisa now. So now you're going to have three shooters trying to deal with this flying combo.
Eggnog's going to swap over to an Ashe. First time we've seen an Ashe here in this tournament. And Soft Tofu does have a Reese listed as their favorite tank. I think this is just strict comfort pick. This is not a, I am strategically trying to challenge the Pharah in these particular cooldowns. This is Soft Tofu going, this is my strongest tank. I need to pull it out here. Let's hold this corner.
It does give a little bit of room for pause for Gunners, though. Trying to go in and let loose with this barrage. If they can get past the spin like that, Zetsuno blows them up. Holy cow.
And you're going to get that res off. Dang gets that res off. That was around the corner, but everybody was distracted. Soft Tofu looking into the small room. The rest of the squishies were dealing with Kadi, who was in the back. Beautifully done. And Dang taking advantage. Doesn't even have to pop Valk. Crybaby actually is the one popping Valk, and the Bunnies are still finding the kills.
I mean, it's just all frontline pressure just directly in their face. Nice spear coming out from Soft Tofu. They've got to get some work done. 4:30 on the clock right now, Jeff.
And the Munchins have to get set up for their comp to find any kind of value. You've got to bash it in a position to get line of sight. You have to get Eggnog set up and have some space between you and your opponents to land those shots. And the Bunnies are right in their face immediately. Look at Kadi is just all the way deep. You got Cosmos here with a duplicate Orisa. Gonna pop a Terra Surge. That's got Crybaby in it. Nobody can contest. And the time bank is gargantuan.
409 to be exact. That is absolutely monumental. It's going to be a really hard test here for Munchins to replicate. And I sound like I'm beating a dead horse, but I think that it was just they tried to bring out the comp that they wanted. Zetsuno coming late to the first fight. They weren't completely set and ready to go. They had no answer for the aerial fight. And oh my word. I mean, Dang is putting on a show. Crybaby is like everywhere they can be, using their tech to get back and forth to everybody that's critical. They're like, oh, I need healing, I need healing, I need healing. And I mean, there's only so many ways you can jump and keep your team in the fight. So, I mean, this is a tough one for Munchins. I hope that they can, find something here and really be able to push into the Bunnies. And, well, we're seeing Sigma come out for the first time here from the Bunnies. So, definitely a big hero pool here for Caddy. That's going to deny a lot of the span damage coming on that they're probably expecting from Eggnog and Zetsuno.
Yeah, so much damage being done here. Yeah, you see Caddy down there with nearly 3,600. As a whole, that was almost flawless. Bunnies only lost one player in the entirety of that 3 minutes and 50 seconds it took to capture all 3 points.
Yeah. This is just crazy. We've got a bit of a pause here. As we get another... I mean, a pause means we get to look at the Bunnies again. So, I think the Kiriko's cute.
Oh, the Kiriko is pretty cute. The Kiriko might be my favorite of the bunch. I don't know. It's tough. They're all really good. They're all really, really good.
I love it. I love it. Pause is over. We're into it. And, I mean, high ground control here from the Bunnies. Gunners did not bring out the Pharah, though. They brought out something with a little bit more ground presence, a little bit more in the kit. And, well, we'll see how they work out with this.
And traditionally, I think Pharah is being better at holding space than taking it. Bunnies do opt for the Sojourn here, holding Griffin. Munchins managed to get all 5 players in that rotation, and they will move up to that Griffin high ground. So, as expected, Bunnies will circle back. They managed to do so safely. Everybody completing that rotation without getting taken down. So we'll end up with our second fight here. Phase 1 for Munchins is done. Now it becomes phase 2 to take the point itself.
Look at the ult charge, though, for both the DPS from the Bunnies. They are almost online with a duplicate and a overclock, and that's an early first pick.
Woo, that snowballed into 5 total picks real quick.
Holy cow. Dang just showed up 4 times in that.
But yeah, Dang got 4 assists. I mean,
yeah,
just damage boosting everybody perfectly. The exact person that was landing the kill. Dang manages to get the blue beam on him.
I am absolutely impressed with that. How do you do that? But you know what? That's why we're here.
That's what they need.
That's what we're going to show now. Oh, the res is good.
Off the hang off the roof. That was cool. Just hanging on that little edge. to be sure to get that res. I mean, that was exactly what Munchins wanted. Munchins would get soft tofu up as they fell up at Griffin. Bunny's falling back to the high ground. Cosmos, well, is the one that's not. Just pops a duplicate instead and is going to get aggressive. Moving in onto Eggnog. Didn't quite pan out, but all the while, Gunners manages to find a kill with the overclock.
I mean, this is just brutal. Poor Munchins, they just can't seem to find a way to get any kind of ingress onto this high ground. They had a good rotation, but they were dislodged just by some pure mechanics coming out from the Bunnies. And I tell you what, Caddy here on this Sigma has been the master of holding space and allowing their team to get so much done.
Now, I like what the Munchins did on that previous attempt. They made this rotation. Oh, that's exactly. Getting that kill during transition, not allowing Bunnies to safely rotate out. That's the key. And it's twice in a row, Eggnog has managed to find a pick. And the tire will deny the res here on this second one. It just took too much time. Dang will not be able to move in and get that up. Munchins move on to the point in this 5v4. Pop both of their support ults. But Kade finds Crybaby out of the sky. Ice block used from Zetsuno, followed by the Blizzard. Caddy is going to get caught in that, but there's a Valking Mercy above. Still, it's not enough to keep Caddy alive. Cosmos responds, but you still have soft tofu to deal with on this point. With Ramacho being the only tank here, it's a lot of point presence, and the Bunnies are running out of options. They do manage to sneak in a res. Dang, like, just flew under the radar like a stealth bomber to go get that res up, and that's gonna clutch it out. You've got to be kidding me. The wall, it has to do it. No, the wall won't do it. The Susie was too good. Caddy's still on their feet. Soft tofu goes into the back line, but eats an accretion to the back, cannot get the final blow onto Pyro. Shield is now up. Kadi ended up surrounded, but ultimates have to be used from Munchins to secure this point.
I mean, we're at 20 seconds left. I mean, the Valk comes out from Crybaby, and I mean that's a free usage right there. I mean, you pull the Annihilation, you pull the Valkyrie out from Munchins. That's a fight win there. Yeah, you give up the point, 2:35 on the clock, but now they were coming up in their own cycle here. They've got the duplicate ready. I think you go for a May here, try to get an early Blizzard and really stymie out this attack coming in.
Suzu was just a little off the mark. We saw Suzu come out from Cammy, and it just didn't quite reach Eggnog. May have been a split second late at that. Cosmos in deep, knowing they do have that duplicate you were talking about online. Duplicated May does just sound nasty, but so does the Sigma and the Ramasha tried to push in. Bunnies look content to just let this clock wind down. Let Munchins make the first move.
I mean, why not? I mean, they've got map control right now. It's all going to be about the rotation coming from Soft Tofu and company. I mean, they're just getting slammed, the door shut on them. And, I mean, they're just catching it. They've got the positioning right now. They just need to be able to find a way around it.
It's good patience from Gunners there. Doesn't press the issue with the overclock. Just uses it to maintain the advantage they have. I don't know that Pyro necessarily needed that Suzu. We'll see if Munchins see that small window of opportunity. But, oh, no, Cammy ends up in too deep. Trying to make a play, gets caught out.
I mean, they were there in support of Eggnog. And because Eggnog was on a rotation there. I mean, this Blizzard has been sitting in their back pocket for a minute. Oh, nice grenade there. But, yeah, you still get taken down.
But that's a 2-for-1, and Eggnog is very resable if they want to go for that. Some words in chat. There's some letters in chat. There's some things. But that was a good play. That double kill. Look at it. Now suddenly they're on the road and they've got some room to work, Billy.
Yeah, they've got 4 ultimates here as well. So
Bro,
I mean, the Blizzard maybe into a tire.
Hey, that would be nice. You have a lot. Yeah, you do have plenty to work with. Probably double support ults to kick things off. But you got to be really careful about this gravitic flux if you're Munchins.
Well, the tire is out. The tire's
headed for Cammy?
Cosmos again.
Oh,
Cosmos with the start. Low.
Just saved Cammy's life, and now the gravitic flux onto the objective. Caught at least Pyro in it. Eggnog got the kill on that one. Annihilation, Kitsune Rush, and a Valkyrie here invested from the Bunnies to try to stop Munchins dead in their tracks. Have already picked up a pair of kills, and the Glock comes out.
That was a duplicated Annihilation for the Bunnies BT dubs. Very fast generation on that as we are now at 6 seconds and counting. Setsuno still holding on to this Blizzard. We haven't seen it come out. They've had it in their pockets since point A.
Nobody will get the touch. That is the map. They will not get a chance to use it. Bunnies will clean up here. taking Blizzard World, take the series 2-0, moving up to 4-1 here in our bracket.
Well, that's gonna really, really. Hi, Swag. We see you. Hi,
Swag.
You'll love it. This is what we do. What we do. I love the players. We love our community so very much. I love this logo. I will die on this hill. This is the cutest logo ever.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty dominant victory coming out of the Bunnies.
Yep. Sorry, the match did not go your way there, our friend Swagmaster. But you know, I'm sure you'll pull some dubs out with Grandview here this season. But that is for another time. Unfortunately, Munchins will fall to 3-2 here. Still a chance of staying above that dotted line, but you know they're sweating a little bit now, Billy.
Yeah. I mean, it's coming down to the end. I mean, this was round number 5. They got one more round, so if they can go 4-3 or 4-2, 3-3, one of those, I can do math. I really can. We'll see how they are able to address this. But you know what? We're going to take a quick little break. We're going to look for an interview. Don't go away. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes.
All right, Freds, we are back, and we have got Dang here with us, Mercy player from the Bunnies. Hello, thank you for coming to talk with us. Congrats on the win.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Absolutely, absolutely. We were talking kind of before we went live just about how the Bunnies formed. Tell us a little bit about that. How do y'all know each other?
So some of us basically have known each other for a long time. They used to play like console together. And
Right on.
then uh, and then we all just decided to make a team together because we all know each other and we play well together.
How long ago was that? How long ago did y'all make the team?
Well, I'm actually not a part of that. I'm kind of newer, but they were all friends since like Overwatch 1. So they've known each other for a couple years.
It shows. I mean, the synergy shows.
It certainly does. Okay. I'm gonna throw out a question here for you. Playing Mercy is a very niche thing. What is one tip that you would give to those of us that are horrible at her, like myself? What would be one good tip that you would give to help us improve our Mercy gameplay?
Honestly, just like learning about her movement and playing her a lot. Like I have too many hours on Mercy, to be honest. It takes a lot of practice. And people would think because like she doesn't necessarily have to aim to heal that she's easy, but there's a lot of like little things that you can improve on that make you better. So it's really just like learning about her movement and just practicing, in my opinion.
All right.
Yeah, we all know Mercy being easy is just a giant misconception. That's a big fat lie. That is a big fat lie. Hey, we can see some of your stats here on Blizzard World. I mean, you had a heck of a match there. The whole team had a heck of a match. I wanted to ask about a little bit about the compositions because y'all came out on with the Echo Pharah. How was that read? And how did you feel about that? Having like, who do you decide to go heal? What do you do as the Mercy when you have both an Echo and a Pharah on your team?
So I personally prefer staying with the Farah if there's a double fly. I think it's just a bit easier than Echo because Echo kind of has to be a bit closer to do all her
Gotcha.
damage, as Farah is like
Makes
can
sense.
play pretty safe. We kind of knew that they have a pretty dedicated Junkrat player, and getting out of that first little spawn through the little gate is kind of hard. So we figured double fly would just be the easiest instead of just being on the ground trying to run in.
Right. I mean, it was a brilliant call. It worked out well, y'all. I mean, y'all basically went unhindered. I don't think you lost a single team fight on your attack, as a matter of fact.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Billy. By all means, please.
I was going to ask our final question, but I think you have another question.
No. I was basically leading into a plethora of final questions. First most would be, what's your favorite Mercy skin?
Probably the Soulbim one. It's like I think the Lunar New Year one.
Ah, yes. That's one of my personal favorites. What about favorite Mercy map?
I really like Eichenwald, which might be weird. I don't know. A lot of people don't like that map.
I think it's a great map. And then who came up with your logo? Y'all have the best logo in the entire tournament. Oh my goodness. Who came up with this logo?
Well, when we decided on the names, one of our team members knows how to do Photoshop, and he was like, I'll do this really quick. And I don't know how long it took. It was a bit of a surprise to me, but it was sick, so we had to go with it.
It's adorable. It's definitely adorable. Well, hey, thank you so much for coming to talk with us. Really appreciate you taking the time, and good luck for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you.
Goes. Dang, Mercy player from the Bunnies. Oh, man. That's good insight. Good insight from yet another Mercy player. I've learned so much here, Billy. I've learned so much here today.
Yeah, same here. I keep thinking, maybe I will become a Mercy main. I don't know.
I believe in you.
I'm definitely going to try out a lot of this stuff all the tips. I'm seriously like taking all these down, and then I'm going to come in your games. Your games.
I believe in you,
Jeff.
Billy.
You
can do it. You can do it. All right, all right. Well, hey, that does it for our second match of the day. We have got one more lined up for you. It's going to be a little bit of an extended break while we wait for round 5 to finish. We'll get some highlights and some other stuff on your screen, but it will be worth the wait. When we come back, we are headed to the Celestial Division, the creme of the creme here in Ride of the Valkyries. Stick around. We'll have more for you in just a few. And we are back, friends. We appreciate your patience through a bit of an extended break, but we had to wait for round 5 to finish up, get everything in here before we can move on to our 6th and final round of our round robin stage. We had Crash Out, took down Timeless Ethereal there in that match we were waiting on and secured their spot in next weekend's double elim bracket. Now we've got 2 more teams from our Divine Division fighting to hopefully make their way into that same tournament.
They've got to win too, right? Because they're both sitting at 2 and 3.
Exactly.
And it looks like in this Divine Division, 3 and 3 isn't necessarily a guarantee that you're going to make it there. As we take a look here, I mean, we've got slots 9 and 10 sitting at 2 and 3 and 2. So
yeah,
you already had Squirrel Squad. Yeah.
The good news is that you still have a little bit of hope for awesome guys, for awesome time, as well as the little guys down there in 13 and 14. Pull out a win here, and you might be able to squeak above that dotted line, but certainly fate's not in your own hands. A loss, and you're definitely not making it into next weekend.
No. I mean, you're done after that. So we're going to see how this is going to go down. We'll take a look at the rosters for both of our teams here. Awesome Time should have a lot of familiar names for you. FawxHole, Barcode, Boger. Yeah, I know you were super hyped to be casting Boger. Emiliath and SK. I mean, household names here. So,
yeah,
if you haven't heard of them, you're living under a rock.
And Boger putting Lifeweaver down as his favorite hero. If you haven't seen Boger's unranked to GM on Lifeweaver, it's absolutely hysterical. It took him months. Barcode and SK, of course, coming from Calling All Heroes, played on Dart Monkeys originally, most recently playing for Konoichi. Able to just squeak into CH from there. So some built-in synergy with this squad. Had Jake listed as a DPS player. I was hoping we would get to see the legendary Jake, but I think we had to get a bit of a sub. I'm happy to see FawxHole here as well. I mean, another powerhouse in the DPS role.
I'm ready to see it. Maybe we'll get a Jake. Maybe we'll get a Jake substitution in. Who knows? I don't know if they're in a separate channel or whatever, but we'll see. As we take a look over at the little guys, this is a team that we were waiting for to get done. Annie, Kezin, Nitro, Default, and Two Fish.
Yeah, Nitro is subbing in here. So Prototype R was the starting tank here for the little guys. Nitro kind of subbing in last minute. So, yeah, I mean, not an ideal situation considering they're basically fighting for their tournament lives. We'll see how much that plays into this. And just a reminder here, the Divine Division, all of our players have some experience in the Overwatch Path to Pro system, competing at least the T3 level. So we're at a step above GM at this point here, Billy.
Yep. This is where I think that a lot of people, they consider ranked to be like the standard. I think for us, I think we've always considered competitive Overwatch to be kind of like where the upper echelon of like where our game, like where you test the limits at. So you're going to see a lot of different stuff going on here than maybe what we saw through the Valkyrie, Ethereal, and Celestial divisions. They're on a different plane, I like to call them, in terms of gameplay. So this is going to be a little bit different. We'll see how this goes around. But, I mean, the aim's going to be better. Fights are probably going to be concluded a lot faster here. And I think the pace is going to be a little bit faster as well.
Yep, our Mercies are going to have to be a lot more careful as far as positioning and timing. Going for resurrections is going to be that much more difficult with your time to kill going up. Certainly. I mean, we're getting into some high-level stuff here, and I can't wait to get into it. Let's talk about our map. Samoa, our starting map here. Loser pick through our first 2 here in this round 6.
You know, another thing that I wanted to mention is there's a personal connection here for me with Emiliath, having done a couple of things with Calling Out Heroes initiative. I cannot wait to finally see Emiliath play in person. The Ana play, oh my god, we're in for a treat. If she is the one that's playing the Ana here, oh my god, I cannot wait. It's like ML7 level. It's so good, and she's such a sweet person. I had a couple times to be able to chat with her, and my goodness, what a wonderful example of humanity and human being. We'll see how they come out here. I also love. I love the 2 logos here. I love the 2.
They're pretty good. They're not quite Bunnies good, but they're pretty good.
Look, they got me and you on the right side.
Yeah, I guess compared to you, I would be the little guy. That's for certain.
I am the giant here. I am 6'6" and I am big.
I am not. But I want to kind of circle back around because you were talking about just warm, genuine people, and I think that is my favorite part about this tournament, about this community. That this is where everybody is welcome. I mean, imperfections and all like this. Skiesti has done an amazing job of building a really safe and welcoming, warm community, and this tournament just embodies that so much.
Yeah, I
sounds
think
like
this has been. Yeah, no, we got a little bit of a technical lobby pause going on, but I want to echo that as well. Just watching the chat, which I normally don't do when I'm casting, but it's a community event. You said that it was lively yesterday, and you know what? I want to give chat a big old hug right now. Thank you for welcoming us in here for a second time.
Yes, indeed.
And thanks for getting behind the players as well. This is what it's all about. It's not about us. It's not about really Overwatch. It's really about the players and the teams and what they bring to us. And that's why I'm so tickled to be here again for another year. And, well, crab dance! Can I get some crabs in chat? Well, let's go.
Crab people. Great. I love the crab cam. Crab cam is the new pigeon cam.
But is it better than penguin cam?
I like it better. I think crab cam is S tier. Wow.
Penguin slurs on our stream here. You are absolutely fired. I cannot handle this. Amelia is not going to be on the on as far as I know, or at least for right now. She is flashing us the Kiko, which I understand.
Wait a minute. What? SK's playing tank, Boger's playing Mercy.
Capture the objective.
Wait, what?
Pro Olympics.
Oh my goodness. We get the Poker Mercy. What a treat, friends.
I cannot believe this is actually happening. Let's go!
Is this real? I know, right?
Real and factual.
And we got a wrecking ball on the other side. Little guys have decided to take over the big hut. Don't typically see fights over here. Oh, but here comes Awesome Time. They're going to pounce on him. Two Fish landed a nade on the way out, but still, Awesome Time are able to capitalize and find a couple picks. Barco gets his first res of the day. Barco's back in this thing.
Spicy res accomplished. That's the 2 kills. Oh my god, SK and Emiliath just absolutely blew them up. First capture percentage going towards Awesome Time, playing very awesome right now. My word. Two Fish, by the way, on the other side, having a fantastic set right now. Yes, they did go down, but already 40% towards their nano. Landed a monster of an anti-nade. And look at the rotation coming from little guys on the side.
Yeah, same rotation on that far outside. Nitro coming in, do a little bit of poke on him. Nitro back here, but Kezin's not with them. I'd like to see Kezin and Annie in there moving with Nitro, but Kezin's got to deal with SK, keeping the JQ on the, out of the back line. Nestle down low, Deflect runs out, and he's going to melt through him. You wouldn't be able to reflect the focusing beam anyway. SK going to try to chase down the Wrecking Ball. Nitro! Roll it out for dear life, and even dodges the Jagged Blade.
Well, Boger's down, so there's a bit of an opportunity here for Awesome Time, for little guys to take the initiative. Yeah, they just got blown the F up there. Little guys, great rotation. Yeah, we're seeing some swaps now. Barcode coming in back with the Cassidy. You're going to have 4 ultimates in this fight, though. Little guys, they're going to have to be very cognizant of their positioning because one good blade could wipe them all out.
Awesome Time did a good job of dealing with the Echo without even having a hit scan. Now Barcode making that swap in is just nasty on the Cassidy. This is one of her best heroes. Nanoboom's thrown in onto Annie, who has a duplicate. He's going to melt Boger. Oh my goodness, has been deadly accurate with that focusing beam. And as we have the Kitsune Rush invested from Awesome Time to bring this thing back, and they shall. Multiple kills stacking up in the feed. Ameliath finding a couple.
And they didn't even have to use the blade with it. They just used the Kitsune Rush and the Valkyrie. Nitro's going to go bye-bye. SK has had enough of Nitro's sass here and has sent them back to spawn. 64% and counting. You're still looking at 3 ultimates here for Awesome Time. I tell you what, Default and Boger are having a wonderful time between the two of them. I've seen some really good tech coming out of Default. But now the blade, I'm worried about the blade when it comes out. Is there going to be a damage boost on the back of it? Default, watch your 6, please.
Oh, the stick. Oh, Cassie survived that? Barcode still didn't manage to get the Deadeye off. I didn't know Cassie would survive a pulse bomb stick like that. 3 kills already here for little guys, though. As they will flip this thing right back over.
But I mean, was it a Sousa that came in from Amelia? I mean, that's
no, they took the damage. They took the damage, just wasn't enough.
Wow. Okay. I mean, Season 9 is coming up on Tuesday. Everybody, be ready for those things not to work anymore. Speaking of things not working to the way they expected it to be, but I mean, SK has been holding on to this rampage for just a few minutes now. You need to see them go out with it, get aggressive. It's kind of hard going up against this ball comp, though.
Yep, Nitro doing a good job of avoiding a lot of cooldowns on that roll through. Got several out. I saw the flashbang at least. Now the blade comes out. Suzu used to protect Annie, but a bio nade there means it won't get topped up and eventually chopped in 2. Trying to find Default. Got 1 swipe down, but the heals are too good, and Default's got some wonderful moves to get the heck out of dodge. Pistol out from Boger. Looking to chase Default down. Default will get punished. Never even had a chance.
Pulse Bomb is out, and Boger with 2. Hello?
Boger's looking for 3. Oh, the Boger mercy is... Oh, I didn't know how much I needed this in my life.
I don't think anybody knew how much they needed this in their life. I'm looking at Skiesti.
Get Annie.
Get
Annie.
Oh. Oh, Barcode's so nasty with the hit scan. Absolutely massive. And I mean, that's just the first round. Beach goes their way. Holy cow. If this is any indication of how this is going to go, Jeff, we're in for a treat.
Yeah, my face already hurts from smiling. Just permagrin watching these two teams. I mean, what a fun group from both sides.
Well, as we're gonna head to downtown here, Pachimari, Solomon's namesake. You love to see the Pachimari coming out here. I love this map. It's such a fun map.
BP.
We don't get to see it nearly enough.
I think BP was in chat yesterday. I don't know if BP's around today. But...
Sneaky BP. Sneaky BP. Volcano is actually where we're at. Look at it. Look for Nitro. Yep. To do exactly that. Put Boger under a world of hurt.
Boger, I mean, almost got knocked off the side. The railing keeping them in. Goes above the tank, and that's good enough to dodge the shots. Gets around the corner like 3 different times. Nitro almost has Boger, but can't quite lock him down. Decides to settle for the kill onto Barcode instead. Now goes back onto Boger. Will eventually secure that one.
Nitro having fun here, doing exactly what you need to do as a ball. That is beat disruptive, beat eat disruptive. And that's 4 on the fight. And they're going to take the first capture of this point. Looking for maybe some changes here from Awesome Time. I don't see anything happening just yet. But I mean, I don't think Barcode ever saw what was happening coming from back on their backside. Annie, she's looking for something on the backside as well, looking to get something done. Nice grenade coming out.
Nitro still fearlessly sticking around, had the adaptive shield cooldown for some extra sustain, and while Annie comes in off angle, finds that kill into Barker. Boger has the Glock right back out again, just scare off Nitro. Oh, but gets booped out of the res. Oh, you should have seen that one coming. You're a tank player, Boger. You know better than that. I guess you had to try.
You have to try.
You had to try.
I mean, Kezin right now is matching Eskel Shuriken for Shuriken. Now takes Boger out.
And gets the follow-up kill. Oh, 3 in a row from Kez, and that was slick.
The dash reset is real. You'll love to see it. And, I mean, look at this. I mean, little guys are going to have a full 5-pack of ultimates coming into their defense as we cross the 60% capture percentage. Really, SK's been a non-factor here on Volcano, and Boger's just been absolutely bullied by these bad boys from little guys.
And it's 2 ults invested in very early in the fight from little guys, including the mines, as you're going to find Barcode. That one will get res, but it's still 4v5 here as Boger momentarily pulled out a Glock. Deadeye used to swing this back in Awesome Tide's favor, considering a rush invested from them as well. Kezin goes into the middle of the pack with the blade. The Suzu keeping everybody alive for the moment. Miliath with some slick moves, gets over the wall, still under a lot of pressure, and eventually dashed through. Essel will return the favor. Boger, I thought about the res, but gets taken out immediately thereafter. Essel now pulling out the blade with only 5% left to go. You gotta try something. Not able to get anything done. SK finds one. Essel is still here, but has barely any health. I mean, less than 20 health. Oh, SK gets the kill on a default as well. What a turnaround here from SK in Awesome Time.
It ain't done yet either. We got Boger back on the scene, and they're getting everybody up. And the res as well. Exactly what they needed. The point still has a flip. What a useful little elevator bump there. And gets Amelia back into the fight.
Oh, the heck of a turnaround. SK and Boger were the only ones left on that point. Oh, excuse me. Essel and SK were the only ones left on that point. Essel had, it was less than 1 bar of health. That was insane. Little guys now rotated. Interesting rotation. Look at this approach they're making, Billy.
I love it. I love the rotation that they're trying to bring on here. They're going to see if they can send Kezin around the side into the back. And it just didn't work as of yet. Well, Boger goes down. So, yeah, value there.
Yeah, it wasn't immediately apparent, but does eventually get that kill onto Boger. But both of DPSs responded on either side. It's a 3v3 on this point. SK, a bit of a jump scare there. Deadeye puts Nitro down below 100 health. We'll see if they can finish it off. They do. 2 subsequent shots land there for Barcode. Nitro is back in spawn. SK holds down the fort on the front line, and Awesome Time approach 50%.
SK's really started landing these jagged blades and really pulling people out of position, and it's started to jump scare me as well. And now they've got a rampage. They're letting loose with it.
Yeah, that's going to hit 4. Beautifully done. Default takes to the sky to get out of there. Considering Rush invested from 2 fish as well, and little guys stay 5 strong. Boger can't escape. Emilio cut down. No heals left for Awesome Time, and little guys just need to clean up, and they'll take the sub-map.
I mean, what a wonderful turn there for them, as they now are just bullying everybody on the point, as they should. They'll take this win 100-68. And now we're going to head to downtown. I tell you what, Kezin really was getting a lot of these flanks started, but the damage boost coming from Default on to Annie with that charged rail, there's nowhere to hide. Annie had a beat on everybody and just had that tether almost, what, 75% of the time? Yeah. That is a lot of damage coming in just from that one shot alone.
And I think it hits the break point to where a fully charged rail headshot will actually one-shot kill again if you have the damage boost on it. I'm not positive on my math on that, but I think it does.
I think you're right, but even if, it still takes them down dangerously low, it's going to force a lot of resources out. I think that's something that they really started capitalizing on Now, it's not as apparent here, but I mean, for the little guys, if they can hold and really maintain point presence, I think they have a good shot of taking this from Awesome Time. But SK has come out on the Doomfist. Lots of backline disruption, lots of mitigation as well.
Ezen finding that early value you're talking about with the off angle wins the duel against the other Cyber Ninja. Gotta love a good ninja duel. Nitro hunting down Boger, but better help from Emilioth. So they decide to take down Emilioth instead. Now there is no support to keep Boger alive through this. No chance you're getting that res off. And little guys win the first fight yet again.
And it's so dynamic the way that the Nitro's going around and following and chasing up these support kills. You got to be careful if it gets a Doomfist, especially with no healing. But I mean, the Deflect is out and everything is going their way right now.
Nice punch.
Yeah, that's a great punch.
SK landed a punch as Nitro was trying to roll in, and it completely threw him off. I mean, that just disrupted the rhythm of Nitro, which is so important to Wreck-It-Ball. Did it again! SK is so good at not letting one, and now suddenly, awesome.
I think we lost Jeff there, but I think we lost Jeff there.
Back on top of this. I'm back. I had a momentary little lag spike. Sorry, y'all.
Oh, yeah, you just came through like super robot speed. But I mean, the point does flip at 38%. And I mean, really, we're watching Essel and SK go in on these little dives. Emilioth has been putting up so much work with the Suzus, with the Swift Step getting out of danger. And Boger's just been flying everywhere, pulling the Glock out anytime they have a chance. Love it. Love it!
Such an aggressive Mercy. It's so fun to watch. I would expect nothing less from Boger. Consider rush out. SK's already gotten make it 2 kills on the back of that ultimate. Barcode falls, but Boger looking for that res. Oh, that's a Wrecking Ball. Nope, no res for you. Oh, somebody help Boger. Boger, get out of there. Suzu perfectly timed, and Boger is safe.
And pops the Valkyrie to make sure they get the mass heal and mass damage boost as well. I mean, by the hair. Boger's skin, chin, they're absolutely nuts on that. Now, you know, they're looking for the exit kills. Boger gets deleted by Annie.
We saw Boger hover over Emilioth's body, and I want to say Emilioth made the call. Like, no, don't worry about it. I'll swift step back in, save your reds. Emilioth does get taken down here as Nitro and the rest of the little guys return into this fight. Nice little Helix rocket to finish off Essel. Dude, we are in for a good one. This is going back and forth, Billy.
I love it. I love what we're going through now. Look for Default to maybe tag along with Kezen on this upcoming blade. See if they can get some extra damage boost into that to really try and finish off, because Emilioth has been absolutely lights out with this with the Suzus coming out. Essel has one of their own. They need to be very careful, and he's so low right now.
And he was lucky to get out of there alive. Essel pulls out the blade and cuts through Boger. So we'll not have any damage boost for Essel. And as such, they're not really able to get anything done with their own blade. So awesome time down in this fight. Barcode falls. Annie picking up their second kill. Getting hunted by Essel. Annie will not find kill number 3. Essel falls back, grabs the Mega, tops off. Awesome time still in this fight. They have not given up on it yet. Default goes for the res. Gets killed in the middle of it. Emilioth will take them out. Emilioth, excuse me. Wrecking Ball still here causing problems. Those Nitro fights too.
I mean, we got to be worried about the point now. We're at 93%. Res, possibly? No, you're going to deny it? Oh, my word, you're getting hunted.
And now the Kitsune Rush on point. Awesome time feeling like they're hanging on by a thread. There's only 2 of them here. The Suzu in the heels on the Barcode as they look around to the outside. Dashing through. SK's returned on the Doomfist. Emilioth has fallen, but Nitro goes down. So no tank here for little guys in Awesome Time. Have a little bit of hope and some space to work with. Res in. Annie is back. And Soldier 76 has fallen. So Annie the only DPS. Still they managed to hang on. And Awesome Time are struggling to find these cleanup kills. Guys have time to strike back. They have found a pair. Essel will not escape. And little guys bring this one back.
Oh, did not have this on my card. All 3 submaps, first time today that we've done that. Little guys showing up huge, and I gotta hand it to Default. Default got bullied there on Beach, but on Volcano now here in downtown, absolutely massive. The reses were clean. The tech was good. The damage boost when they needed it was there. I mean, it was absolutely fantastic work from both sides. Boger is a bully. Yes, Chad, I agree with you. Boger is definitely a bully on the Mercy. And I want to see more of that because you don't get to see just the overwhelming willingness to come out there and just have fun with it.
And immediately we cut to just clips of Boger with a Glock in their hand. Chasing down Dufo here. Hey, for better or for worse, awesome time we're able to win, this first map on Beach, but able to bring it back. The little guys take the map in the end and have the last laugh.
Yeah, I mean, we've got a different style of Mercy here in Boger.
We certainly do.
Definitely has that tank mindset, that damage mindset in mind still. Almost 8,000 healing with almost 3,000 damage. That's not bad at all.
The almost 3,000 damage. That's the highest I've seen from the teams that we've casted. 3,000 damage with your Mercy? Oh my. That's like, we were praising, Kiriko's for being able to contribute just a little bit of damage. It's about those same numbers. You don't expect that out of your Mercy. No, we don't expect it at all. So it is going to be awesome times map pick as we look towards a hybrid map. I mean, we've seen Blizzard World twice. You know what? Let's go for the trifecta. I would love to see Paraiso. I know it's not everybody's favorite. It's just because I hadn't seen it yet. I like variety. I would like to see a variety of maps. And look at this! Awesome time delivers. Thank you so much.
Wow. Like, it's almost like you have a crystal ball. And you're like, oh, tell me where we're going to go. And we go there. Okay. So we're headed to Brazil, Rio. Beautiful map. I love this map. Generally, I play DPS on this map, but I mean, this could be fun as well.
It's a great Ash map.
Echo comes out. Yeah, a great
Echo map too.
Echo map. So, yeah. I mean, there's lots of options here for Mercy to tether on and help boost said player. So, little guys are going to be out here on the defense. They're going to see what kind of a benchmark they need to attain up against this awesome times squad that, a lot of stars here. And you know what? I think that Boger might have to be a little bit less aggressive here. I know that's not going to happen, but we'll see how it goes. But we are going to get to see the Emiliath Ana, which I was hoping to see. I get a treat in Cat.
That's somebody's kitty. It's got framed and immortalized there. Here in one of the buildings of Paraiso. Also, Boger, don't stop bullying. It's so fun to watch. I don't think I've ever seen a Mercy play that aggressive. Please don't stop.
I'm here for it.
We did get a side swap. Awesome time have chosen... No. Little guys chose to defend. Chose to defend.
Barcode on the Widow. Looking for a one shot right out the gate. Especially with the pocket. That could be an instant kill.
This just has like comfort picks written all over it for every single player from Awesome Time. It's like everybody just picked their favorite hero and let's go. Nitro ate a Bionade, has to roll out, but only slightly inconvenienced for the moment, still in fairly deep here against the Awesome Time attack. Even willing to take a position on this high ground and dancing around the corner here from Essel. That was a nice deflect on the... Oh, no, it was all fire coming in. That was... And a lot of pressure onto Annie, who did come in on the Ashe. Talk about how these high grounds can be very, very valuable for an Ashe. Well, SK is looking to chase them down and is very deep on the point. So Nitro goes in and attacks Awesome Time's DPS. Little protection from Essel will allow the res to come through. Wonderful teamwork from Awesome Time, and they're back 5 strong.
Boger's not done yet. Boger said, I'll get the res, and well, I will not get the kill because Two Fish turns it around.
That's where being a dedicated specialist in Mercy pays off. Boger did not toe that line like we have seen some other more dedicated Mercy players do today.
From Emiliath was disgusting on a Nitro mid slam. Sleeps him out of the sky. And now, I mean that's a minute and a half off. Old cycle starting to cycle up here. Look for the Battle of the Blade. I want to see Essel go in and be really aggressive with this. Target down the back line, then see if you can pick up Annie or Kezin on the side.
Marco to swap to their third hit scan hero. Another nice sleep from Iliath will get that kill onto Two Fish, or at least initiate it. Dynamite lands. That gets you so low. Kezin gets out. Mine's dropped from Nitro in the meantime. And as Boger has gone all the way to the high ground, once again pulls out the Glock. But SK killed Default. So Boger decided, well, you don't need me to be Glocking anymore. Let's go back to damage boosting our Ana. As you do.
As one does. Sleep. Kitsune Rush is out though, and I mean this is probably gonna pop. Well, that's a Valk off the point, or a grab off the point. Hello?
Yeah, you got the grab out. So I mean, the Kitsune Rush is actually worthy, considering you got the Graviton Surge out from SK. Awesome Time obviously does still cap, and they're going to grab some space, looking to try to go grab that high ground up on the second floor.
I mean, watch for a nano boosted Ashe or nano boosted SK to build up towards another Graviton Surge. You've got the Bob here from Annie. Ready to go, so there's gonna be rooms to stop this snowball from ever starting.
Ooh, Kezin just walked it. SK, perfect tracking there. Rez somehow? Default gets that right. I didn't even see Default on my screen. How did Default get that Rez off? That was incredible. Now, it doesn't look like it's gonna amount to much when it's all said and done, but I don't know. I don't even know where they were positioned on that one, Billy. That was crazy.
It's crazy. I mean, they're still contesting the point as well, so there's this cart. It's still kind of being held for ransom, as it were.
Little guys are investing both DPS ults. The Blade's out now, too. Emiliath goes down. Will not get a chance to throw in the Nano. Not sure where the big Omnic Butler ended up, but it's enough to send Awesome Time packing.
Well, 3 minutes on the clock. You still have both your support ultimates there for Awesome Time. You'll probably hold now with how close that Eskel is to Blade. You hold it for a Nano Blade and see what you can get done. Default did end up popping the Valkyrie, though. So that's not going to be available as an escape mechanism to get away from this upcoming Nano Blade.
And Essel already going to deal just right in the face of Default. Default able to get out of there. And a res for Boger amidst all of that chaos. And the pistol is now out. Boger goes to challenge the Ashe on the high ground and gets the kill as well. Now turns around with eyes set on Default. Boger will take him down with a little help from a friend. You're going to give me a third one? You're going to give me a third one, Boger? Oh, I love you, bud. That was amazing.
And the anti from Emiliath is going to seal the deal here. Holy cow. Awesome Time. They're starting to fire on all cylinders now, my friend. They're starting to fire on all cylinders, and he's swapping over to his Soldier. Kezin going to the Sojourn, and now we've got Nitro on the Reinhardt. Hello?
Oh, Boger has almost 3,000 damage on just their attack. Twofish got a pair of kills with that Kitsune Rush. Impressive enough. The card has still not capped. About a meter and a half to go. Awesome Time on top, but they don't have their tank here. Still, it's not going to matter. 2 points on the board.
Yep, and I mean,
Boger's at it again.
13 in List 3 final.
10-player kill streak for the Mercy. 10-player kill streak for the Mercy. Essel's going to chop through Default and Twofish. That's both supports gone for the little guys.
Lots of free cart push. Lots of free cart push. Barcode has their attack visor up as well. Essel just said, you know what? Shoot me. That's extra ult charge for my healers, and now we're going to go in and try again.
Oh, the little guys, stop this. It looks like they're valuing this center section high ground. Trying to get this Reinhardt up close and personal. About halfway to his shatter, dashes across. Doesn't want to give chase to Barcode. Barcode moved all the way around the attack visor. Nitro purple has to get that shield up. Meanwhile, Default will somehow get that res off, and Andy finds a kill. The little guys, with the help of Default, might have just swung this fight around.
I mean, that's impressive if they do. And Annie is running for the hills. They are under it big time. Now we're looking for Boger. I mean, can I get a Nano Valk? Is that something I can ask for?
You can certainly try. Dash in from Essel. Annie holding on attack visor doesn't need it. Just tracks that head beautifully.
Oh, bye-bye, Emiliath. They're going to hold?
Yeah, they're staggering. It looks like they're staggering.
Oh, yeah. I love it. There they go.
Oh!
Finally down.
Emiliath got a kill, though. Kind of punished him a little bit for some hubris, which means Okay. They didn't get res. Never mind. Res is available. Never mind.
Yep. They got the full value out of it, so, I mean, it's worth long-time stagger. Now you're looking at, Nano and Valk are online. Theoretically, you can go in also the Graviton Surge. I mean, throw in a bug bio into that. That could be a big source of hurt here for this team.
Very aggressive ult invested from the little guys, including that Earth Shatter from Nitro, and it does not pay off. Now Boger in over the top, finds Default once again, as Boger continues to just fly in the face of traditional Mercy play. 3 kills here for Awesome Time, but they are down a couple players in this fight. They're going to be able to approach, but they're not going to be able to cap.
I mean, the Shatter came out at some point, so, I mean, 38 seconds left on the clock. You've got the overclock ready to go from Kezin. Default, show me your blue beam.
Yeah, Nitro basically tried to go Shatter, Awesome Time spawn. It did not work. Blue beam indeed on to Barcode right now. Jack Visor in the pocket, Nestle's just come up to join him, has an ultimate of their own. Kezin with the overclock gets immediately shut down as Nestle pulls out the katana. Jack Visor will find Default and Awesome Time are up 3 here in what will be the final fight of this attack. SK takes down one, but Boger falls. No mercy here, no res will not matter. 3 points on the board.
Well, but that is 3.1 seconds in the time bank as well, Jeff. So they did it with some time. So we're definitely possibly looking at extra innings coming up. It depends on what little guys can get done here. Remember, they are on match point right now. This is the final game of Swiss. One of these two teams is going to have the opportunity to move on to the top 8. Just depends on what their records were against the other teams, because there's going to be a log jam at 3-3 for whoever is there. Look at Annie.
Look at Boger.
Boger.
Boger almost has more damage than heals as Mercy.
That's
Boger has more elims than anyone on the little guy's team.
How? Oh my god.
Oh no, man, that's fun. That is fun. I mean, it's, not how you're supposed to play Mercy, but gosh darn it if I am not loving every moment of it.
I love it. I love it. SK going to show us the Sigma here and miss the jump.
Whoops.
That's
a difficult jump.
Oh yeah, it's difficult in the best of circumstances. But I mean, look at the defense here from Awesome Time. They're looking for damage. They're looking for flankers with Essel coming out on the Torb. If I don't get a hammer kill from Essel, I'm throwing hands.
I think Awesome Time are just looking to have fun.
Yep.
I would not read too much into this strategically, other than Awesome Time are looking to have an awesome time. There you go. That was a dad joke for you there, Tropic Moon. That one's for you.
Stereo Base is probably cringing somewhere in the depths of chat right now from yet another dad joke. I feel your pain.
I do my best.
You to know this.
Little guys. Have to cap here. Otherwise, we're headed to map 3. They have pulled out the Echo, and Awesome Time are playing very conservative. Look how far back Awesome Time are playing on this point. I mean, they are playing on the very, very back of the objective. Nitro has a lot of room to go up here, harass both of the DPS, and yeah, that's both of them done and dusted. Nitro now turning attention over to the Life Weaver, and this is little guys with a huge, loss. As Nitro gets felled by Ameliath and the Life Weaver. And he does find the revenge, though, and I think little guys will cap.
Not done yet. Oh no, Default got kind of stuck out there. Still has a tether though to Annie here. It's not done quite yet. They actually win it out.
No, I mean that's little guys had all the position here.
Yeah. Okay, I see you. I see you. 5:17 as we get the Carnival float underway. And Amelia after the Awesome Time, they are pushing up. They are looking for an escape.
You're not kidding.
Nitro has their number once again.
Oh, that was a cool little move. Early use of Suzu here from 2Fish. Oh, barely found Default in time to teleport up there. Remember, little guys are on attack here, despite what that positioning looked like. Default is going to have to pop the Valkyrie, and little guys turn their attention back the proper direction. Consider rush off of the high ground. I don't see any DPS down there to take advantage of it, though. In fact, Kezin is gone. Barcode able to deal with that. Essel picks up a piece as well. Little guy stymied here midway through point B.
Looks like a pause has come through here. SK is on the Roadhog BT Dubs. If you didn't notice that change that came out there, so yeah, I think it's fun time here in Paraíso, and I mean so far it's working for them just fine.
They have to hold. I mean, again, playoff hopes on the line, still not guaranteed, even with whatever team wins this. But little guys are up and looking to just close it out here. Awesome Time are the ones on the back foot and kind of forced to play catch up.
Yeah, I want to see what little guys do, because I mean they forced the Valk, they forced the Kitsune Rush out there, and didn't really get any value on the back of it. So
nope.
I mean they're kind of depleted in their option. I think that Nitro had Mines online, or was just about to get Mines online, but I mean Ameliath has been disgusting. Annie has been disgusting, and Boger is just having a wonderful time. Thank you very much.
Yes, Boger is keeping us all thoroughly entertained with some high octane Mercy gameplay. Certainly did not expect, but am truly loving. No longer has more elims in the entirety of their opposition, though. Little guys have caught up in that regard.
They have. I mean, we haven't seen any kills from Boger. I think they've had to concentrate a little bit more on the healing aspect, because where we were even last time when we came out of after them capturing all 3 points, it was pretty even as far as damage to health or healing. Now that healing numbers had to go way up as they're withstanding the attack coming in from the little guys. And now it looks like we're gonna just about be back into it. We'll see what the production says here on the back end of that.
I'm keeping a sharp eye on Kezin and looking at those numbers. I'm realizing Kezin is not having near as much impact on that Tracer as we were seeing on the other side. Damage, below 5,000 damage, 9 deaths there. So Kezin has kind of been caught out a few times. Awesome Time have done a good job of marking their flanks, of keeping those off angles under control. So I think here on the attack, I'm looking for Kezin to have a little bit more impact in that flank.
Yeah, we'll see if it actually bears any fruit for that. I think that I think that's why we brought out the Torbjorn from Eskel, is to catch that flank. Maybe they're having a bit of a problem taking that turret down, but it's also it's almost like a silent alarm too. Once the turret starts going off, they have to turn their attention there. So that's the beauty of the Torbjorn turret. It's auto aim and it automatically locks on. Basically, it's a silent alarm there for them to be able to notice the rotation coming through.
Also fun to just pull a hammer out and go chase after people with a Torb hammer. That's also a blast. So there's that.
It's fun for sure. I love it. You love it. We always love a good hammer kill.
What's not to love?
It's a hammer kill. All right.
Okay. Back into this thing. Let's get making that swap to the hog like you were talking about. Kezin has Pulse Bomb online. Let's see if they can have an immediate impact here on the second approach to point B for little guys.
I mean, the time bank as well is pretty darn good, too. And they're going to pull him into the pink pin, but the duplicate's gone.
Yeah, unfortunately, that was SK's pink pin. Didn't quite have the impact Andy was hoping for. They're not able to get out. They get stuck in that stairwell, and Barcode will get the final blow. Default drops down from the roof, and good positioning to safely get that res, and Andy back in the fight.
Yeah, but if you look at Barcode, Barcode has high ground control. I say that Andy, with the damage boost on the back of it, says bye-bye to Barcode. And Boger's going to get crazy with the Glockser once again.
If I had to take a stab at it, Barcode did not mark that Annie had gotten res. Was not looking for that threat whatsoever. Boger almost took Annie down, but eventually just has to back out of there and let somebody else take care of it. Let Essel and Barcode get in there and do the kills.
Annie's corpse just flew off down into the favela there below Paraíso. Hey, Yodelay.
What was that word? What is a favela?
A favela? It's the communities in Rio de Janeiro. It's the stacked favelas.
Oh, okay. Hey, you're teaching me things, Billy.
I mean, I've been to Rio once when I was in the Navy, and it was one of my favorite places ever. But I mean, everybody lives on top of each other. They're stacked so high. That's what you're seeing right there.
Right. Speaking of top, SK dropped down from up top to get that kill onto Kezin. Nano boost completely devalued. Not entirely. No, Nitro comes up with the goods. A pair of them, as a matter of fact. And now continues to roll through. Dropped a whole mess of presents there for Awesome Time. Bit of a welcoming party in the form of some small spherical friends.
I mean, the Life Reaver duplicate here coming out from Annie, looking to get a tree up if they can. looking for some extra damage as well.
Boger was hiding inside, but Nitro was a bit wise to their way. Still, the cap has not come through. Roll on top to knock SK off. The anti will not allow the vape to work. Barcode coming in now with a dead eye to try to hold this against Kezin with it. Awesome Time are still here. Essel got topped off. Barcode gets another one, and this cart has stopped.
3.69 meters. Nice. And a minute 43 on the clock. Default only ultimate available to the little guys. Annie over to the Sojourn now. So lots more mobility, lots more options here for Default to be able to damage boost somebody. More escapability too with the movement tech that they have.
Currently, have Sojourn here under the damage boost, trying to work their way out of this high ground, find some room. Essel just narrowly missing that stick on to Dewfall. Oh, and Eddie responds. Essel can't get back. The Valk is used. The Glock is out. Dewfall going for Boger. Oh, I love it. Boger is going to go ahead and pop their Valk. Dewfall comes back to their team. Make sure and top off Eddie. Now Boger decides it's their turn to try to get some damage done. All the while, Awesome Time have been able to stall out this cart enough. Kezin's going to fall. Not sure with mines. Drop him onto the point. SK goes down. Little guys have a bit of an opportunity to work here.
Well, I mean, that's the second point cap. And now with 2:05 as we enter into the club, you're going to have both the DPS ultimates ready and willing to go. Also, Two Fish with the Kitsune Rush just about online. The bad thing is that they had to invest those mines, so it's going to take them just a minute to get it back up. And Two Fish with a dart between the eyes. Essel's back in spawn. Hello, Two Fish, absolutely owning up here, getting two into the fight. And now Kezin up next on the ultimate bandwagon. Pulse Bomb at the ready. Amelia swapping over to the Ana. And Essel bringing out the Mei, so complete comp swap other than the Mercy here for Awesome Time. Big roll comes through from Barcode, saves him from the Pulse Bomb. Yep, okay, Jeff has left the building. His internet has said bye-bye to him. But, I mean, Nitro under so much pressure there. Yeah, Amelia finally cleans them out. 1 minute left on the clock. SK taking down Two Fish, so lack of healing here for the little guys. A crazy res. That's certified spicy as well. And now they're going to look to punish down SK, who's starting to get a little bit of the rhythm here with the Doomfist. They're pushing through. They're looking for Amelia at the back. What a sleep coming
Nice
from Amelia. Are you kidding me? Is not taking no for an answer. And Boger, once again, just going absolutely ham.
That's two. Oh, SK, you stole the third kill.
We'll forget.
Thank you for the cover, by the way.
Yeah.
Apparently my internet needed some, needed a resurrect. Awesome Time, holding the line. Last opportunity for little guys to send us into extra innings and try to close it out here on Party. So Nitro does have some mines to work with. Gonna go ahead and just drop them right on the objective. Turns around and finds Barcode inside. Alone in a corner, toast. Now +1 here to the little guys. Denied. Equalizes. SK lands that punch. Cart rolls around. SK has to come back to the cart and stall this out, but doesn't have much health to work with. Throws up the hands, but still falls in the end. Miliath will throw out. We got it, Nano Boger with the clock out. They're the only ones alive. Boger, can you clutch this? No, the Suzu denies the kill. And eventually, little guys push it on home. We got more Para-ESO in front of us.
Hey, we got a minute 3 to a minute here. Oh, I mean, little guys, they had such a staggering time bank entering into point 2. And on the back of Boger and Miliath, are you kidding me? They had a wonderful time just getting frags. And, I mean, really enabling Eskel and Barcode to get, a lot of defensive holds there for them. So, I mean, look at this damage. Barcode, 17,000.
Yeah.
So far. And look at the damage.
Keeping pace. And I will say Kezin has... Yeah. I mean, Annie's keeping pace, and Kezen has done a little bit more. Like, Kezen's had a little bit more impact on that one. Still not enough to catch up to the overall numbers from Essel, but definitely felt like Kezen was a lot more involved and able to create more disruption there in that attack.
I tell you what, the person they need to be taking a look at those stats. Two Fish has only died twice, or has only died 5 times across the attack and defense. So the movement tech, getting out of there last second, so good coming from Two Fish and playing an absolute beautiful tandem with Default there. So, I think Kezen, playing, what feels comfortable to them and really finding the range with the machine pistols has really turned this around for them because it was looking pretty dire there for just a few minutes.
The veteran continues. 3v3. Nitro roll through to the high ground. Awesome time once again. Playing very conservatively here with their point A defense. Just choosing to hold us back high ground. Nitro with a bit of a different approach, but still the same goal. Knock everybody from Awesome Time down to the low ground where the rest of the little guys can come in and clean up. But unfortunately, they've lost one of their points of attack as it falls early in this fight.
I like Essel, being able to deflect and then being able to, close the distance with dash. But I think that SK is showing us the Diva here. It's going to mitigate so much of this flank damage coming around. That's going to be really difficult for them to get on as we are under 10 seconds here. They need to get something done right now.
We're going to circle back around to see if they can find Two Fish, take the Curie out of the fight early. Curie does continue the overtime before Swift stepping away. Can anybody else get on the point? Yes, Nitro is able to come in at the very last second. Manages to extend the overtime. Kills swap back and forth, favoring little guys on this point. It's just Boger to keep Awesome Time alive and well. It's enough. Boger gets the res onto the Ana. Meanwhile, Default goes down. Awesome Time have held. Bulwark standing strong here defensively.
Well, I mean, it's basically the same thing for Awesome Time now. They're going to have to, kind of throw the plate of spaghetti at the point and see what sticks. I liked what Nitro and Kezen were trying to do. They were trying to pull the attention away from the point, get some chasers, maybe bait out Boger, which you saw happen. Bait out the chase and see if you can get anything on the back of it. But I mean, I'll tell you what, Barcode and Essel really did solidify their defensive stand there, and that's why they win here. Also, I think the SK Diva, just mitigating all that damage, just eating all of it, really made it hard for little guys to confirm any kills on the back of their attacks coming in.
I mean, it was close. If Awesome Time don't close that out as quick as they do, then Default and Two Fish get ults online, and little guys are, they have a lot stronger legs to stand upon. Two Fish and Default managed to get their ultimates. I think Two Fish died at 99%. And Default died with their Valk. So I mean, it was moments away from both those support ults coming online, built in mere 60 seconds. Little guys get those out, we're looking at a different story.
Yep, I mean, but there's 3 seconds. I think 3 seconds would have seen the Valkyrie popped and the Consuming Rush come out. So how important are these 3 seconds going to be, Jeff? We're looking at it. This is extend Awesome Time's stand here in this tournament.
Oops. Nobody saw that barcode. You're fine.
Allie.
Left a little bruise on the head. All right. Awesome Time. I mean, we're getting a map 3 any way you slice it. The only question now is it going to be a 1-1 or will little guys still maintain a 1-0 lead? Essel and the rest of Awesome Time playing as far back as they can. They would really like to get an opening pick before committing anything. And it looks like they've got it. Nitro goes down. This is the green light for Awesome Time. They're even going to get Two Fish as well. This is even more than they could have ever asked for. As Awesome Time storm their way onto the objective. See if they can clean up and take the 33% they need.
That should do it just about right there. Somebody got on the point to touch. And
Nitro flew in over the top. Boger does fall. And he's able to get one. I mean, a hold here would be a miracle from the little guys. That's a little bit of a duel against Nitro. Nitro at about 175 health. Default goes down in the back. No res on the table here for the little guys, but Nitro is still alive and manages to find a kill onto Essel. Punch lands onto SK and attention turn onto Barcode. Still 158 health. Got it, but got off the point. Awesome Time will take it despite the best efforts coming out from Nitro. Oh my goodness, that was close.
All right, everybody, unclench your cheeks now, because it's over. Holy cow! That is everything that I wanted in a round of hybrid, back and forth action, overtime. Hello, I am here. I am present.
Nearly a draw, nearly a miracle comeback defensively. Oh, that was so close. Nitro was defying all odds. That's like a less than 5% chance. There's no way there's any way more than a 1 in 20 chance that you're able to whittle that down, and it's not just an immediate cap. Oh, Nitro was so close to bringing it back.
I thought he had it. I honestly thought that they had it. And I tell you what, if you have Kezin alive there, you have that kind of toe tapping potential to be able to get back and forth on the point. But as it stands, it was too good. So we're finally going to a map 3, Jeff.
Yep. Flashpoint. Is it Flashpoint or Push? I think it's Flashpoint. This is for map 3.
Yep.
So it's 2 maps to choose from.
Well, I'm kind of hoping it's I really want to see Survasa because we saw a lot of Dunjunk City. So I'd like to see India, Noko, where you're at.
Obviously I like the map. I'm hanging out.
I love the map. I think it really does play to what Little Guys is trying to do as well. Lot more opportunities for Nitro to play the ball the way they want to play the ball on Survasa than on Dunjunk City, because there's so many like really sharp turns underneath in Dunjunk City when you get on the point. Are you kidding me? Oh, wait, no!
Oh, our stats reset. But did you see that number of elims? It was 25 to 2. I mean,
I'm here for it.
You're not supposed to have 25 elims as a mercy, y'all. Like, y'all are all much better mercy players than I am out there, friends. I'm sure you know this, but it was fun to watch. I'll give it that. It was fun to watch. Hey, it worked in that map. It didn't work so well on Samoa, but it worked on Paraíso.
Well, I mean, I think, with longer sight lines down here as well, I mean, Boger's going to be able to chase people down if he wants to. So, this will settle it here. We're going to see who's going to make it
settle it
to 3-3 and give themselves at least a fighting chance on paper to make it into that top 8. So, we will take a look and see how this is all going to play out here in the beautiful confines of India in Survasa. Kezin showing us a Symmetra. I like this. I think a beam character would be very well received up against a Genji because Essel was absolutely ending people with the katana.
This is the most important map either of these teams have played in the entirety of this tournament. Nitro, the sub, by the way, for Little Guys here today, continues with the Wrecking Ball. Oh, and that might just do it. Ooh, Essel lucky to get out of that one. That pile driver would have been more than enough damage to send Essel back to spawn, but they dash out of the way just in the nick of time.
Do you know who this reminds me of, Jeff? This reminds me of the EU player Chasm.
As far as the ball?
The ball.
Yeah. I mean, it's got some shades of Strider in there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, who is competing in this tournament, by the way? I mean, and there you go. Just exactly that. The roll-through combined with the shot from Annie. I mean, that is picturesque. And both of the aforementioned ball players we're talking about, experts at that. Little Guys taking some notes out of that playbook. Still, Awesome Time have control of the objective right now. So what's looking like a winning fight for Little Guys, they're not accruing percentage through all of this.
I think a big difference right now, too, is having Barcode on this Soldier 76, even though there's 2 kills go the way of Little Guys and they flip the point.
I mean, Little Guys were getting kills through all of that. How Awesome Time managed to sneak 31% out of that fight is pretty incredible. Oh, Boger's got the pistol out now and has to use a Suzu to survive. Not ideal. Manages to swift step back in. Now has 2 supports in their face. Uses the swift step to get to ball. Deflect. Will finish him off. No chance to use the Kitsune Rush on this point. Little Guys did manage to flip it. At the very least, they're starting to get some percentage.
I mean, Kezin's probably going to use the dash here. Yeah, to go after Boger. That's not a good idea. And there goes the flip and the kill there to Kezin going down. So, I mean, Blade ready to go here for Eskel. Barcode, I didn't see them put the tac visor out, so they brought the Cassidy to deal with Annie and Kezin on the side.
I mean, I think they had to have used it, otherwise the casting would have 25% ultra. Blade out, got one swipe onto the Mercy, now turning attention onto the Sojourn. 3 swipe through, Annie is done. Eyes up, looking for the Mercy. Realizes Kezin has just chopped through your Mercy. Oh, our Genjis are both a little upset with each other, turn on each other, as a matter of fact. SK has used a Rampage through all of this. Didn't see really any value on the back of that. Kezin goes down, SK's gonna find that kill. Vessel comes through, clean up, finds the Mercy, turns attention down, deflect used, Annie won't survive.
Last second stand here. That's going to be point A, the market going towards Awesome Time, but it's still this back and forth, you know, kind of rubber banding effect right now, Jeff. We're seeing a good flank come through from Awesome Time. They pick somebody out. We look for a good roll through coming from Nitro, and they, you know, you see Annie or Kezin clean up on the back of that. I think the X factor here is still Boger on the Mercy, willing to pull out the Glock at any time and having a wonderful time. Thank you very much. And now we're looking at Amelia. Amelia.
Boger, just look to your right. Boger, just look to your right. Oh, you gotta hear it. Oh, yeah. The roll through and stop the dash there from Essel. Little guys rejoin the rest of the team. And with this effort from Nitro, it does mean Awesome Time shouldn't get an easy first cap, but with a Kitsune rush invested, they are able to grab that first control and buy percentage through this fight.
Soul with a deflect hello. That's beautiful, but the mines are on point, Jeff.
Vessel did still have the deflect courtesy of getting that kill, so we're not stuck in those mines. Boger, very low health, finished off by Annie mid-Valk. Here comes Essel up looking for revenge. We'll get some with a little help from SK.
Really want to see. I like the Kezin Tracer. I'm not gonna lie, I like the Kezin Tracer. We haven't seen a lot on the blades and such, but I mean, Two Fish is doing enough damage on their own that I don't think you necessarily are missing all that damage.
There's some really good accuracy on display there from Two Fish. Oh, Nitro's off the side, yanked into the pit, and we have a Rampage used there from SK. Kezin won't survive. Awesome Time about to take 2 points in a row here.
And they got the blade online as well, so I mean, it's all about getting, well, maybe somebody getting onto the point here for little guys, but that's 2 points now. And they are looking very strong indeed, thank you very much, as now we head towards Temple.
Nitro finally feeling the need to swap.
Right, so yeah, Nitro's going to echo this, this Junker Queen. We'll see how the aim is.
So guys, make it to this point first. Has not unlocked yet. So. Does give a positional advantage and a good place to use this Kitsune rush. Forces Awesome Time back, and Kezin decides to use the blade, and that find a pair. Attention turned to Barkay afterwards though, and Kezin goes down. Awesome Time and the rest are going to rotate around to make sure that they can't res. Meanwhile, Boger gets one of their own. So the early 2 kills from Kezin have been equalized, and it's 4v4. Annie, overclock, finds one, goes down, 3v3 on the point, and Kitsune rush out from Awesome Time, but with the Valk invested, Default gets the res, and Annie is back in this fight. A dangerous res indeed, but successful one, and it's enough for little guys to keep Awesome Time at bay for the meantime.
You're looking to build for the Nitro Rampage as well, because once they see Suzu go, yeah, that's go time, and Default, you know what, they're just gonna go ahead and pull their own Glock out here and see what they can get done. So Awesome Time's going to have a difficult time getting on this point, Jeff. They're looking at a Blade and a Valkyrie here for Awesome Time. So, you know, I'm looking for damage boost possibly onto Barcode during a Deadeye. We'll see if that actually comes to bear.
Now, Kezin, top of your screen, now the right-hand side of your screen. Ooh, the Kiri went over to Mash. The Rampage is through, and everybody's going to pounce. A beautiful set play here out of little guys, but so far it's only net 1 kill. Essel has whittled Nitro down very low with that blade, but Eddie is there to save their Junkie Queen. Back on the point, Barcode is here with Ameliath. Back 4 players available from Awesome Time, and SK with a Rampage in the pocket. It's enough to scare little guys off. In fact, just a kill onto Default will do it. Kezin eventually goes down as well, and Awesome Time are not done with this point.
They're not done, but I mean, Essel actually over to the Tracer now. So that's going to give yourself a little bit of extra stability here and sustainability. If you get too low, you can obviously recall out. So We'll see how fast they can build this pulse bomb up and really provide this frontline pressure that they're kind of lacking right now.
I'm kind of surprised. I felt like Essel was doing really well on the Genji. Yeah, was having a lot of impact. The Blade was absolutely fight-saving in that previous engagement. Rampage out from SK to start this fight, but what a perfect Suzu. No one even turned purple, and Two Fish responds with a Kitsune Rush. Back-to-back brilliant uses of their abilities here from Two Fish. They don't have a single casualty. No overclock pocket from Annie. Awesome Time have just vanished from the screen. Barcode to go down. Sticking around on point a little longer than they should. Back-to-back shots land from Annie, and the Mercy is gone. Tracer comes in to touch, and Awesome Time invests in this 3v5 with a Kitsune Rush, but with Ameliath going down, it's looking far more and more unlikely Awesome Time are able to swing this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's good. That's good work there from them. It was expensive. It cost them 3 ultimates. 4 if you consider the Kitsune Rush at the beginning of it to get them onto the point. And Awesome Time, they've got a full war chest coming in here. They're looking at the Valkyrie and the Pulse Bomb. And then SK should be able to build up this Rampage very, very quickly as we head into Palace.
SK built a lot of ult charge in that last fight. Oh my goodness. Used the Rampage in that fight. Nitro used it the fight before. Just kind of put that comparison in perspective. Essel falling early in this fight after making that swap over to the Tracer. And Nitro is going to take advantage of that and get very aggressive. Move in, and Kin's going to find 3 final blows. Kin knocking him down after Nitro putting in the hurt.
I mean, what a Suzu that came through there from Two Fish and just turns the fight on its head. And wow, I mean, Essel just never had a shot. Kezin was on one there, and you know what? It looks like they've got early positioning here, but they don't have any ultimates. They're looking for Two Fish to get this Kitsune Rush up. That'll be a really good saving grace for them as they look for a Pulse Bomb out.
That was an awesome move. Default did the little juke move back up to get the high ground. That was really cool tech, and it absolutely saved them from the Pulse Bomb from Essel. 5v4, favoring little guys after the res. Rampage out from SK. Picked up 2. Default's low. Default's down. Boger swoops in to get Barcode back on their feet. Kitsune Rush in from the little guys. In a 4v5. Oh, nope. It's a 4v4. Ameliath is already down. Nitro has the advantage. Big time over SK with a lot of additional attack speed. He's going to finish them off. Lands the blade onto Boger as well. Little guys are going to tie us up on Suravasa.
And they are going to have a massive advantage going into what I believe will be Garden as our last sub-map here. Essel bringing out the Pharah and SK onto the Zarya. They know that it's crunch time. Barcode's going to bring out their comfort in the Soldier 76. And Ameliath has the Life Weaver out here. So full swaps here coming from Awesome Time other than Boger.
Yeah, the entire team swapped, obviously, than the Mercy that is required here in this tournament. Little guys using one of their 2 ultimates to kick off the fight. Life Weaver hit, goes up onto the pedal platform. Wait for that purple to go away. Still, the tick damage will take Ameliath down. And little guys starting off strong here, threatening to win 3 points in a row to take the series.
And just the one ultimate to do it, Jeff. So, I mean, full economy reset coming from Awesome Time. They're not running into 3 ultimates. Two Fish will get their Kitsune Rush up in probably 1 fight. Yeah, I mean, this is go time. The person that wins this flashpoint wins the match and gives themselves a chance to get to next weekend.
And little guys with a clear advantage after the wholesale swaps. Essel goes down 14% away from their ultimate. One Awesome Time really needed to open up this point.
Watch for
Yeah, they have to wait. Like they have to wait.
Yeah, they have to wait for that poke to come in because it's going to give the option for SK to be able to take the point. Because you can reposition with the concussive blast. So, I mean, they've got so much that they need from Essel right now. The barrage is like the bottom of the pyramid.
I mean, that just turned this into a 1-fight territory. One last chance here for Awesome Time, and Essel's down again. Blade is out. Boger is chopped in 2. Now, SK has a sword at their back. It's a 5v3 here for the little guys. And they are moments away from closing out this series. SK goes down, a victim of their own ult fire. Ameliath falls. Less than 10 seconds separate little guys from victory. Nobody is close. It's a complete swing back here on Suravasa. After starting the map down 0-2, little guys win 3 objectives in a row to take the series.
I mean, it's a reverse sweep there as far as the flashpoint. We went little guys winning map number 1. Then we saw Awesome Time come back huge on Paraíso. Now here in Suravasa, I mean, SK, what a player. This whole team was just lit up with stars. But the little guys taking it to the big stars and coming out with a dub on the other side.
A little bit of banter and chat between Default and Boger. Oh, that was fantastic. Yeah, you did good, Boger. You brought it. You brought the pain. Don't you worry. But I think Default is right. I think you flew just a little too close to the sun. Those wings got singed.
I can smell burnt feathers from here. But you know what? We're not just done yet. We're going to be back with you with an interview from somebody from the little guys. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a few minutes.
What is up, friends? We are back here for our final interview of the weekend. We got Default on the line, Mercy player, here from the Little Guys. Hey, thank you so much for taking the time to come talk with us. Congrats on the dub.
Thank you for having me here, man. I just wanted to say we really enjoyed having fun here.
Well, we had a lot of fun watching y'all play. It was an absolute blast of a match. I want to talk a little bit how the team formed. I mean, there's definitely some existing synergy here. How do y'all know each other?
So, for the most part, a lot of us are former Kennesaw State players. We've been playing in collegiate for a while. We a lot of us have moved on doing other things, but we still play as a team and OD for the most part.
And you were saying most of y'all met at Kennesaw State, but that you and one of the other players had known each other since middle school?
Yeah, me and Prototype R, my tank player, he's been playing with us he's been playing with me at least since middle school. We've just been friends for a long time, and we ended up going to the same school and everything.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
All right, I gotta ask, how was it going up against Boger, the ultra aggressive Mercy? How was that for you?
I was looking at it. I was like, he's got more damage than most Kirikos I see playing in our games, in ranked and stuff. So I was like, don't know how he's doing it, but pretty impressive.
We highlighted your comment there at the end, telling Boger he flew too close to the sun.
Yeah.
That's good. I mean, how often do you get a chance to talk smack to Boger?
Not too often. My rank's not terribly high. It's okay. I can't get up to those games regularly.
Oh my goodness. All right, well, let's circle back around because you were talking about you and Prototype R and have known each other for a long time.
Yeah.
Notice your tank player, at least your starting tank player, was absent today. What's going on there, and how did the team feel about Nitro coming into sub?
Yeah, so the other team, they still play on. They have some games today, but we brought in Nitro because my
other
Prototype
team, Kennesaw State.
Yeah, they still have their games today, but we brought on Nitro because we just needed a tank player, and he's played with us still. He's a former KSU too, so the moment our team figured out that he was going to be playing, dude, the hype level just hit a ceiling. It hadn't been in a minute. They love playing with that man. We love that man. He's great.
It was awesome. Shout out Nitro. Super sub today.
I mean, there was shades of Strider and Chasm from the EU. You could see some of those nuances. I honestly thought it was Chasm for the longest time, but now I know KSU. Beautiful work there. So I mean, one final for me. I mean, you guys take it to Survos. You guys go down 0-2. What changed there on the third map that got you guys in the right direction?
Realistically, we were just on different pages the moment we just got connected, and when we stopped letting them just have all the time in the world, taking long fights but not actually winning. That's just that map point. It's just weird. You just kind of have to if you lose a couple people, kind of just have to reset. You can't just fight forever.
It's such a snowbally map too.
Yeah, you lose point percentage way too fast.
Yeah, ridiculously fast. Nuts. Well, appreciate you coming and talking with us. Couple of just final, very serious questions. Favorite Mercy skin? Go.
I'm thinking it's. You know what? The Owl Guardian for KSU. That's it. That's it.
Fair enough. I respect it. Favorite Mercy map?
I think Gibraltar's a pretty good map for her. But I fun. That's the only other one I'd pick her on.
Nice. Well, Default, thank you so much. We've done a little math behind the scenes. 1, 3, and 3 team will make it through in the Divine Division. So fingers crossed that Little Guys are the ones that make it through, and we get to see you next weekend.
We'll see, man. I can't wait to see where that goes.
It's close. Unfortunately, fate's not in your own hands, but you know what? Best of luck, and I hope the dice roll in your favor. Certainly appreciate you coming to talk with us. It was an absolute blast watching y'all play.
Again, thanks for having us. We had a lot of fun.
There you go, Default, Mercy player from the Little Guys, a team praying that the RNG gods shine upon them and favor them here in today's match, Billy.
Before we close this out, my friend, nobody has chosen the Sugar Plum fairy skin as their favorite. That is the S tier of Mercy skins. By the way, I'm disappointed that nobody has chosen that, even though I did like the Dragoon pick. That's also S tier. But yeah, Sugar Plum is my favorite. What's your favorite Mercy skin? That's something we haven't figured out yet.
My favorite Mercy skin? Ooh.
Your favorite Mercy skin?
That's a tough question. That's a tough question. Honestly, probably the All-Star skin. I think that's pretty. That's a pretty S tier skin as far as I'm concerned. I just love the colors and I love the animated stuff on it. So that would be my personal. But that is going to do it for us here today, friends. I want to give a big shout out to everybody behind the scenes, Solomon running prod, and a whole list of people behind the scenes working on this tournament, be it in organizing the event itself, observers and other tech people behind the scenes. Really much love and appreciation, everybody. Of course, we really appreciate everybody being here and enjoying this wonderful event with us. We couldn't do it without you. I mean, it's what makes this possible. And obviously, none of it would be possible without the hard work from Skiesti herself. I mean, just give me some thank yous and hearts and love in chat. I mean, huge, amazing event that I can't express how important it is for events like this in our community. I mean, and this community in particular, like this is a community I think really does genuinely welcome the weird, welcome the against the grain, welcome. I mean, Mercy's never been really meta, right? Like, it's still, you play her anyways. You go in and you kick ass with her anyways. You run against what everybody tells you you should. Absolutely love it, and you will always be welcome here. You will always have a home here with Overwatch, with this community. Come on, internet, now is not the time. You will always have a home here, friends. And I mean, we all need a Mercy in our life to lift us up and to get us back in the fight sometimes. I hope you can find your Mercy, and I hope you can be that hero for somebody that you hold dear. We'll see you next weekend. Bye, friends.